The following is a dramatization.
Dear God. According to this, the world is doomed unless every man figures out how to shave his pubic hair. Should be easy. Don't be silly. We've got the Lawnmower 2.0 from Manscaped.
But I need at least 5,000 RPMs to tame this bush.
Well, lucky for you, we've got 6,000 rotations per minute. And it's waterproof.
That sounds like a lot of power. Do you think my boys can handle it?
Not with its replaceable ceramic blades, crafted by aerospace engineers.
Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but what about the smell?
Not a problem, buddy. With Manscaped's crop preserver, you won't have a stink on your meat.
Sounds a little pricey for this purse.
But that's just it. With offer code TFS, you can get all of this for 20% off and free shipping, as well as a free bag. Order at Manscaped now and use offer code TFS to get 20% off and free shipping on your next order. That offer code again is TFS.
Ahoy, Wonders, and welcome back to the table. We had to miss last week because Spectrum is a cable company where, you know,
They're a company and therefore fallible.
Yeah, very much so. Especially considering you have so few options.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Capitalism consuming itself.
IS, please.
All right, so since it has been a bit, where did we leave off? I know we just murdered a bunch of, we killed a bunch of Gigans.
Pretty much, yeah. From last we left off, you guys had just entered into Underhallum. You were on your way over to Colas, which is the next city over, but unfortunately you were sidetracked because there were a bunch of dead corpses and an overturned carriage in the middle of the road, and Swivelblin were a couple of the folks that were ripped to pieces, and by now you assume that while investigating a house nearby that it was the doing of hook horrors.
Yeah, I found a bag full of their limbs. I kept a couple.
And,
Don't need to keep all of them.
We need to make sure someone can maybe identify these.
Well, at this point, after a very gruesome and bloody battle, you guys have just finished taking care of a couple of the hook horrors that have been lurking around. Devilgrin almost got decapitated, and Valtara got so pissed that she shot lightning from her horn.
So, you know, like you do.
Exciting times.
Exactly. So that's where we left off.
All right. First thing that I think I wanted to do here is I wanted to go around, and the ones that aren't laying in acid and slowly dissolving, I wanted to try to gather materials from these rare exotic creatures.
That would be the three that Valtara, Morgan, and Micha and Devilgrit have taken a little bit of a beating on.
All right. Would you like me to do a survival check on those boys? See what
Sure
we can,
thing.
while everybody else is scouring the area to see what else is going on here?
Monster Hunter victory music starts playing.
Yep.
You got 60 seconds?
Yeah, I got
One
60
for
seconds to
world.
carve here. That is a 17.
17. Okay. Getting to work on at least one of the bodies, you're able to sever off one of the hooks from the hook horror very easily.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it is the size of Chromagill's Great Club, so carrying it might be a little bit of a hassle.
Well, I have a handy haversack now, so maybe that'll fit partly in the...
Roll me a sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Sleight of hand with disadvantage. You got it coming up. Where's sleight of hand? All right, well, that's a good one. But a natural one is decidedly worse. Natural wonders!
Hey!
Roll severity.
Oh, no.
Starting things off hot.
I got...
Yeah. Don't worry, I got this.
If I lose the sack, I will not be that disappointed because I did just get it.
You don't tear it,
Good. But the hook ain't fitting?
but it ain't fitting. You kind of, like, latch yourself with the shoulder trying to get it in.
Ow! Ow!
So...
Oh, crap. Dropped it. Oh, these are heavy!
Yeah, you kind of, like, fish hooked yourself with the shoulder for 1 point of damage.
Ow. Youchie. My temporary hit points are all gone.
Meanwhile, Micha is taking care of Devilgrin, who looks like the entire side of his throat is ripped open.
Wake walks up. Valtara, I have an owie!
Did I say Valtara? I meant Micha.
Micha, I have an owie! I dropped the What happened to you?
Just Family Guy.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Devil Grid Family Guy fell over. He's fucking like gargling on his own blood. You have 2 other bodies you could try to salvage as well.
I'll go try to salvage those while she works on Mr. Devilgrin.
While he's doing that, I think I'm gonna head towards that house that seemed like stuff was in it, but was boarded up, and now all these fights have happened, and everything seems to be out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna start investigating.
That's a 17 again, and now realizing my error with the hook, I'm gonna try to go for things that are maybe smaller, like beaks or eyes or tongues.
Okay, let me roll this for you then. Okay. What would you rather? What is the most valuable thing you feel you should take out of this thing?
If anything, I'm guessing bits of his chit and his back armor, or it's
okay.
Probably its beak, and
'cause I rolled
therefore a good chunk of its mouth is probably worth something.
I rolled a nat 1, so I'm gonna roll this real quick for you. All right, you get 2 pieces of its scale from the back,
All right.
and you have 1 more to play around with.
Real quick, I got a 17 investigation on that house. You can log that away for after he does that or whatever, but just so you know.
We can get to you real quick.
Okay.
So you pretty much like start patting down the door and try to like you've been watching people now left and right opening doors and like
I have a
can do
vague
this.
idea of how doors work.
Yeah, I have an idea of how doors work. I turn this knob and it doesn't go. Even though I clearly am turning the knob, it's not coming out of the door. It's jarred. Something is blocking it on the other side.
Well, I'm gonna break that door down.
I mean, you're a siege weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of in my job description now.
Send in the mushroom.
So, I'm gonna athletics down this door. I'm assuming.
Yeah, with advantage.
Great. And let me just make sure. Okay, so that is a 19 to take down that door.
You Ralph Wiggum through the window.
Through the window?
It's a big window.
And then you walk over towards the door.
And
you
you
go-
open it from the
You open it from the inside, but instead of opening it, you just walk right through it.
I've made an opening!
Good work, Chromagil.
You're welcome!
Carving the last one is a 24.
24. All right, what other piece do you want to grab off this thing?
Let's take its however many eyes it has in its
It
beak.
has 2. Yeah, you can. Let me roll something real quick because. All right, you get 1 eye and 1 beak.
I'll take it.
Damage the other eye, pulling out the beak.
He fish hooks with it.
He just yanked a little too hard and just kind of dug in there on the old eye socket. Well,
I'm just taking it that the eye was somehow damaged during the fight, basically.
I guess.
Well, I mean, Devil Grin was kind of like samurai-guying the air around everything.
Yeah,
It's possibly-
things get sliced.
Yeah. All right, so you got that. The door is now open. The inside of the building is completely illuminated in darkness, but for people who have dark vision, that's not really a problem.
That's me!
Yep. This place is filled with glass jars hanging off the wall. This looks like some kind of alchemist lab.
I believe someone was getting up to mixing something in here. There's a lot of containers for perhaps liquids of some sort.
Hearing
Hello,
that-
is this thing on?
Here,
Having heard that, after Wake's done, he'll wander in with Chromagil.
Valtar is gonna keep focusing on Devil Grin. Let me go ahead and roll how much HP he gets back out of that, because I'm gonna make sure everyone gets inside this building now at this point.
It's the place to be.
Ooh. I figured it was just a set piece for these hook horrors to jump out of. Didn't know we'd all be coming in, but perfect. Glad I investigated.
All right, he's a little bit above half of his HP is returned. So with that, you all walk inside. There is, like I said before in the previous episode, there was a flump taxidermy on the side of the wall. For those of you who don't know what that is,
A flump.
yeah, a flump is, think of flying spaghetti monster.
So it like just
Got
does
it.
it look like a massive like noodles or like a tangela kind
yeah,
of thing?
No,
Like-
it's like a giant bulbous center that almost looks like
know what I mean.
a inflated spore. 2 stalks of eyes that almost look like a snail's eyes, and the bottom of it is just nothing but tangled little tentacles.
I just imagine like their googly eyes. They drift just wherever the lowest point of gravity is.
Devil Grin kind of shudders at that, looking at, and now everyone's inside. Kind of shudders at that. That's a little disgusting.
I think it's kind of cute.
Are these creatures typically hunted for trophies? It's kind of looks
More
over.
like for poaching. They're normally a very, if not timid, a gentle race.
Oh, then I'm glad these people are dead. Somebody had to say it. Or I guess nobody had to, but if anybody was thinking it, I am the one agreeing with you.
Cromagil just kind of looks at you after that and just, I'm going to keep investigating.
So you're now in the living room as of right now. There's a couple of glass bottles that have broken on the floor, obviously from the broken entry of the hook horrors coming in. There is blood all over the floor. There's some smeared across the fireplace. There's a lot of work tables around here, but everything apart from like that's been tipped over, everything in here looks really neat and put together. This looks like a proper living space for maybe a family of sorts.
So I'm guessing a hooked horror didn't rummage its way through this room at all.
No, it
Nothing
did.
seems particularly.
With an investigation check, you could try for that.
Let's see how dumb Wake is today. It's a 9. It's a 9.
There are giant turtle-like imprints of blood on the floor that lead in all kinds of directions.
Guys, I think there were hooked horrors here.
No, it seems pretty possible. They were right outside.
Yep.
Didn't one like explode out of the roof?
Good thinking, Cromagil. It did.
So that's probably the hook horror we're seeing evidence of in here, I would assume.
And you want to know what the best part is? He's not even looking at the hook horror blood. He's looking at what looks like spoiled meat on the floor, like someone's sandwich. It's dark in here. It's underdark. You need light to see.
Not I! Cromagil continues to investigate with 3.
Yeah, Wake's just feeling around like Braille.
Bird box.
Straight bird boxing it. Wake with the bird box challenge.
All right, today we're driving to the post office.
Wake, slow down!
Sorry, officer, I'm not allowed to open my eyes. You might be a crazy monster.
Cromagil shrugs his shoulders and crosses his arm. I liked a quiet place more.
Oh my god.
I don't disagree.
Me neither.
We used to watch it on the Fungus TV.
Thinking about Wake will ignite his lantern.
Alrighty.
I don't know why I didn't do that sooner, but
Oh, I suppose, yes. You
You were
got-
looking,
the
you were
rest of you
looking
would
at the
probably need
dinner
that.
table that looks like it had some food prepared on it. This food can't be at least a day old.
so it's not that bad. But I've already eaten today, so I'm good.
There was an upstairs, right?
Yes.
Cromagil's going to start heading towards the stairs. He doesn't just kind of I'm going to see if there's anything else of interest.
Wake's gonna
Alrighty.
go see if he can find the larder.
The what now?
The larder, wherever they might have kept like root vegetables and things
Oh,
like
fair
that they
enough.
would eat later.
Sorry about that. I was just like, wait
No
a minute.
worries.
Oh, wait, that's right. Kitchen. Duh. All right. Morgan, what are you doing?
Obviously, Morgan's gonna light his lantern and take a look at those alchemic jars.
Alrighty. Meech is going to assist you with that. Devil Grin is keeping his eye out in the front to make sure that there's no other creatures coming in. Valtara at this point will go ahead and start looking around the building. So go ahead and roll me in investigation.
Oh, not bad. An 18.
An 18. Amongst all the alchemic not the potions really, but more the glass jars, you see a lot of recipes for all sorts of like average everyday medicines. Probably stuff that like only appears in the Underdark, but it does like remedy some common day like ailments.
Ailments.
Like, hey, I have a really bad cut, or my throat's really dry, or I have a really bad sore throat. Here, you would take this root. You would take this root. And then your hand shifts and you touch a small box. Inside the box is full of what looks like translucent gemstones.
What do you make of this? Show it to Micha.
Each, with an Arcana check of 19. She starts fiddling around with one of the crystals. Her thumb kind of like paws on top of it until finally you hear a click. She pressed her finger down on top of it and she slid it inside. It looks like some kind of canister. It is made of raw ore. It is ore, but it looks like it's something is supposed to go inside of these things.
Let's see. Morgan's gonna look for Voltar and show her this.
Voltara, unfortunately, has walked off at this point.
Darn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake.
I'm just finding that larder. I'm gonna make myself some sort of like Dagwood sandwich. Just like stack that shit. Maybe 3 slices of bread. Or, if there's anything more interesting in there, I'll take note.
Well, the first thing you see is that there is a tall, lanky individual staring you down, completely encased in black. The only thing that is visible to you are the 2 bright beams of eyes that are looking at you.
That's slightly more interesting than a sandwich. Hi. As wave.
It holds up its spindly hand.
Spindly
and waves
hand, okay.
Back and forth.
Nice to meet you. I'm Wake. How long have you been here? You friends with the birds out there? You need a lozenge. I don't know what those are or have one, but okay.
I was not here!
Oh,
it
no!
jumps out the window. Tell no one you saw me!
Wake, everything okay?
I heard something glass shatter outside.
I'm making a sandwich. Anybody want some?
No, I don't eat sandwiches.
Cool.
By that point, Devil Grin runs inside with his sword at the ready and looks to you. What was that?
Don't really know, but I have theories.
Well,
I think that it might have been a funglet. That is a very strong possibility. And it sneezed all over my sandwich makings, I think.
you only just walked into the kitchen before that happened. This thing was actually lurching over to, it was probing the shelves looking for something. This room is also covered in alchemic jars, and a lot more of those crystals are on the table.
I start picking them up and looking at them, like holding them up to my eye.
I need you to roll a con save as one of them has liquid.
Well, that's pretty good. That is con save 17.
17?
Oh, what? Ah, damn it!
Your eye burns and waters a little bit. Not so much that it, completely hurts you, but luckily, with that shearing, the first instinct of pain, you pull it away from your eye.
Ah!
You look at it, the inside of the crystal is actually oozing out that alchemic stuff that was outside.
Oh, like the acidy stuff?
Yep.
I use my elemental attunement to flush my eye with water.
Ow. So these got acids in them, I think.
Devil Grin's gonna roll a history check with advantage looking at that. Oh, thank God he has an advantage. Because he rolled a nat 1.
Truly part of the crew.
He holds his, claw out for you to put it into his hand.
I set it acid side up in his hand.
Well, these are common. They usually, this is actually one of the few things that are made anymore. I'm certain you've heard of all the Colas stuff going on, yes? With their gemstones being artificially made rather than just having it naturally grown?
Yeah. I've always been very curious about how one grows a gemstone, so I kind of figured they were made.
Well, that's through magical means. This is not a magical means ore.
Ah.
Normally, these things would be way more multicolored. This is just a straight color, which means that it grew out of the ores naturally.
Wow.
So whatever these things, whoever was here, and whoever was using these things, they obviously were just digging through the earth and found them, which is kind of rare and contraband in Colas now.
That seems very counterproductive. I guess if you don't want to harvest the materials that you're living by, I guess that makes sense.
He looks over to the side, and he notices that there's a small little picture on top of, near a table. And that picture, he points out to you, is actually an emblem of the... it's not the emblem of the coalition. It's the emblem of the miners. So, obviously, these are the folks who want to preserve natural ores rather than have them grown magically.
Well, that answers a lot of this. Do you think... I'm beginning to wonder if maybe the stuff that happened here, maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe these horrors were led here or set adrift here.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if there's this huge faction war going on and these people are doing something illegal...
Hook horrors wouldn't just come here by any whim. They're not smart creatures.
Exactly. Maybe they were led or baited.
If anything, we should probably look around and keep something as evidence to possibly show this off at Colas.
Well, point at the gem in his hand. I mean, that's number one right there.
Very well, we'll hold on to this then. He pockets it.
Wade continues looking around the kitchen, seeing if there's anything else of interest or, sandwich makings.
Well, I mean, the creature that was standing in the middle of the room...
Yeah, I'm going to check to see what it was like, if it was actually looking for something or if it was just fucking around.
Roll an investigation check.
Can I have advantage on that because I have a direction I know it was looking in?
Sure.
Yay! That's not much better. That is a 11. Wake, not a smart boy.
The cutlery and the kitchenware in this in the Underdark is a little strange to you. A lot of it is this weird bowl that almost looks like you have to half twist and open it up. That, for all intents and purposes, you feel that it was just fucking around and looking at stuff.
I was just curious.
You do find some root potatoes inside the cabinet you're looking for.
Aha! Couple of potatoes.
You get a small bag of maybe a pound of potatoes in there.
1 pound of taters.
Fresh potatoes.
Damn it.
I had to.
Unfortunately, there's only going to be a sliver of people who get that reference.
I know.
Underdark. Taters. I'm guessing they're just regular potatoes.
No, they are purple and speckled brown. And they almost have the shape of one human kidney.
I'm going to crack it open. Just
The flesh is red.
it's a yam. Scrape it off on one of my teeth just to get a little flavor of it.
Roll a survival check.
All right. I'm glad it wasn't a con save.
Yep, that's poison.
That's a nat 20. That's a nat 20. I'm going to know all about this potato.
It is a super, super tasty yam.
I don't eat these things. I could eat this thing.
It's almost like meat.
I'm just kind of gnawing on the half that I broke open.
The impossible root.
It's a raw potato, so I'm gonna be at this. So.
It's soft. It's not like any. It's not like that on the surface the potatoes are really hard and you have to at least boil them or mash them or something to make them a little bit more palatable. But this thing feels like you're biting into a tomato.
Jeez. Yeah.
Starchy, but truer.
That's very good.
It doesn't bleed or anything, and it has the texture of a potato.
Yeah, wait, Wake's not going to judge it too bad for not bleeding. It's only a vegetable.
But this was the cabinet that the creature was looking at, and its hand was actually on this shelf where the potatoes were.
Well, they're mine now. I have a bag of potatoes
Yep, you
in
now
my
have-
haversack.
You now have a 1 pound bag of Under Holland potatoes.
All right.
There are fixings of meat, but it's meat that you've never seen before, and it's all very strange and odd smelling in an icebox. They look like cuts of some kind of calf that you have no earthly idea what they could be.
I'm just going to spend my time down here sampling cold cuts, so you guys do what you're doing.
Okay. Devil Grin returns to his post.
Just picturing him with a platter.
Yeah.
I'm making myself a charcuterie board.
I was upstairs.
Chromagil, you're gonna go upstairs.
Yes.
You enter a hallway. As you're going up, you're starting to see way more massive puddles of blood upwards of the staircase. You enter a small hallway that looks like up to the second floor. This obviously must have been the bedrooms because there's like pillows and blankets strewn all over the place, all torn up, of course. And the walls all look like they're bent inward. So obviously the hook horror was too big for this place, but it just smashed its way through. There are swivel bin body parts on the floor. You see a couple of stray hands, a couple of stray limbs like a leg or an arm, and some gray matter from a brain.
Just going to. I think I might have found the former inhabitants of this building. Looks like there was a struggle up here. Quite a bit of bloodshed, but just a second. There's like another big cloud of rapport spores. I'm not sure if anyone up here is alive from any sort of previous endeavors, but if you're in hiding from the creatures that were assailing you, we've dealt with them. If there's anyone up here, kind of waits for any response. I doubt there were any survivors. Everyone.
There are 4 rooms. 2 of them look like they're bashed open. The one on your left going forward, and the one on the right all the way in the back towards a broken window and a broken hole in the ceiling, which is where it popped out of the roof.
I'm just going to go into. You said there were doors on rooms on my left.
Yes. The room on your left, that's open.
Okay.
The room on your right, the first one, that's closed.
I'll start with the open room and just investigate in there. Is there like, what do I see in there? If there's anything to just head towards in that room.
That's where the gray matter was. You
Okay.
step inside. It looks like the door was broken off its hinges, and underneath the door is the other remains of a swivel bin. It looks like it was smashed underneath the door. And it looks like the entire front of the door was stepped on by the hook horror. There is more splatters of blood and bits of entrails all over the place. This looks like it used to be a bedroom.
Are there like any nightstands or anything, or like,
Oh yeah, you have
closets
a
or
wardrobe.
armoires?
You have 2 cupboards, and you have the bed and a nightstand next to it.
Okay. Chromagil's gonna look through the nightstand, see if he can find anything that like might identify the people who were here.
Investigation check.
A nat 1.
Natural wonders.
All right. Well, severity.
Let me look at this nightstand. Whoa! Just hit myself in the face with it.
Especially going
Your
down
cap
and just
hits the
push
top-
straight through it.
Your cap hits the top of the bed's overshade. Then it knocks it over, and you actually trip and fall, and
Whoa.
the overshade falls on top of you.
Ah!
Now there's your Family Guy flop.
Everything's okay. Just clumsily fell on top of a desk, nightstand, bed thing.
You are now covered. The whole front of your body is covered in the blood of the swivel bin.
Oh, this will be alarming. Just kind of just tries to scrape as much of it off.
how's it go?
This isn't what it looks like. I fell down.
I fell down some stairs.
Into a door.
Points at the mangled corpses. They were like this when I got here.
So unfortunately, you shuffling around, you kind of like broke a piece of the wood, and it fell on top of the nightstand, cracking it. So whatever was inside, you could probably fix around and root around it with another investigation check, but anything important or anything fragile is totally
shattered.
fucked.
He's still gonna look around just to see if there's anything. Like he's just looking for a name. So when they get to civilization, being like, "Hey, if you know these people, they're dead."
Yeah.
Yeah, this farm had like a.
Fucking kidding me? A second nat 1.
This farm had like a sign on it or anything, like a little.
No, it did not.
homestead? Okay.
I got a second nat 1. So hey,
Severity.
you gonna stop using this die tonight?
So
I feel like it might be cursed.
let me roll something real quick. Okay. Morgan, roll me a dex save.
Oh fuck! I knew
Yes!
it. I knew it. I was like, he's gonna. Fall
I'm a
through
heavy mushroom,
He's
buddy.
gonna fall through the ceiling. I know it. A deck save. Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus H.
William
Grissom.
Grant Collateral Damage Smith.
That's
So 12.
12. Yeah. You start hearing buckling and creaking above you that you step back. Enough for Chromagil to fall right through the fucking ceiling.
Meanwhile, up top, Chromagil's just like, all right, I hurt myself last time. I'll be more careful with this and just pick it up gently. Oh no.
You take 6 points of fall damage.
Everything okay over there?
Perhaps someone lighter should check the upstairs. Structural stability could be questionable.
Wake just has a platter of thinly cut cold meats.
Con save.
Done.
That is a 15.
The moment you swallow down the piece of meat, you hear a scream in the back of your head. Your entire vision turns red, and you see an abhorrently mangled face for a hot second.
That one's got a kick to it.
Devil Grin looks at you. He slaps it out of your hand.
Ah!
That's raw aboleth!
Somebody else was eating it.
Yeah, you're supposed to cook it!
It was honestly like it didn't taste bad.
It holds on to the psychic residue of the creature.
So it's got personality.
Well, you now have a raw hunch of aboleth meat.
All right. Raw aboleth meat. Somebody was doing some very dangerous fishing.
Real quick, and since I'm not specifically looking for it, I'm fine if this isn't something I'm allowed to roll. But outside of player knowledge, knowing that he encountered something that shot some spores everywhere, I feel like Chromagil, now being back in the lower level, would be able to detect something like that in the air. Is there like a nature roll I can do, or if I'm not looking for it?
Wake also has a few new mushrooms on his head.
Roll me a nature check.
Okay. It's 15.
Yeah, Wake is covered in some milky white fungi.
Don't finish that. Whose spores are these?
Someone's got some seeds on you, Wick.
Who is she?
It's elongated white mushrooms hanging off his ear.
You've been seeing other mushrooms.
Crowwiggle just kind of just saunters up and doesn't really not exactly still quite not understanding personal boundaries in space. He's just like looking really closely at your ears and sort of just like not quite touching them, but very close, like the I'm not touching you just.
As Misha just looks at you and sees that you have like a lamp sticking out of the side of your back. She's
I pull off the mushroom he's apparently looking at after I look away from this aboleth meat that I'm still debating eating more of. Poink! There you go.
Thank you. This doesn't look like one of mine.
I mean, it's not. I was going into the kitchen to try to find some meat, and then I saw a very tall and spindly person that sneezed on me, very similar to you, and they told me not to tell anybody that they were there, and I'm really bad at, I didn't make a promise, so we're good.
Just kind of looks at it. Huh. I haven't seen someone else.
It's a rapport spore.
Yeah. He's just kind of staring at the rapport spore, just being like, he's so used to being the only myconid person he really encounters that uses them to communicate, so he's just...
Are you able to, talk through that at all? Like, maybe find who,
I've never really... He just kind of puts it on his cap and sees if...
Looking at Jenna.
Hello?
Roll me a nature check with disadvantage.
Nanu.
18.
18? Very nice. You
Yeah.
went with disadvantage, huh?
Yeah. It was 18 or a modified 20.
Oh, fuck.
I'm guessing with what you are.
By 1 point, this thing got you. You're able to actually start hearing weird creaking noises, almost like a tree or like some kind of root moving. But that's about as much as you can get before the mushroom just shrivels.
I just needed to find a better place for reception, I guess, huh?
Possibly.
That does open up the possibility that it was a myconid of some kind.
Perhaps
Maybe.
it was disconnected from you, so maybe it was just lacking nutrients once I had pulled it out. But either way, it's...
Wait.
Nutrient?
Are those?
They have to grow from something.
Oh, this opened up a whole new can of worms.
So wait, whenever you're talking to me, I'm being eaten slowly?
I mean, not so much eaten, more just
Consumed.
More facilitating.
Oh, okay. That's
Don't worry, it's
gonna have-
it's a magical science none of us really
we're gonna
understand.
have to teach you to read, and I'm gonna have to get you a dictionary at some point.
Not Valtar. Micha kind of like looks over to you. Valtar's been telling me how they've been working. They kind of attach to your nervous system.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Your spine itches.
Please,
Yeah, it doesn't. It feels. I don't know if that was the meat or not, though.
please, Micha, my mushrooms are not nervous at all. There's nothing nervous about these. Just drops the shriveled shroom and just chalks it up to, all right, there are other people who use rapport spores. I suppose I knew fungulates would be down here. It's just seeing them in action and expecting them are two different things.
It is shriveled and without color. You have absolutely no idea how something this frail is actually able to keep on hold onto a creature's flesh.
Should have figured those fungulates wouldn't have sturdy rapport spores like mine. Sorry.
Your father talking.
No, that's definitely all me, just trying to be better.
Ah, yes, my 500-year-old folks. All right, so, unfortunately, you kind of, like, fell through the roof, so now you can't explore that room.
Yeah. I was looking upstairs, but kind of points to the hole he created. I don't know how structurally sound the floors are, so someone with perhaps less mass should investigate further. There
As
was a
you
room that was closed. I hadn't looked into it yet.
As you say that, you hear wood splintering off in another room, and you hear Valtar kind of, like, scream a little bit, like, almost like she was about to fall over.
Pretty sure this place was made for gnomes, and yeah, you guys are probably a bit bigger than that.
That logic seems sound.
Devil Grin's still keeping an eye on the front. He's not moving from that post. Now that he knows that there's some creature that kind of entered the house and escaped.
He's on alert.
Yeah, now he's on full alert.
Wake's gonna try to Jackie Chan his way up through the hole that Chromagil fell through.
Acrobatics.
Something I'm good at. That is a 23. Up, up.
Yeah, like you kick off one of the sofas and just get up there.
Yeah. All right.
There's not a lot of room for you to wiggle around. You
Made
actually
a big hole.
Yeah, there's a big hole, big enough that the bed, if a weight is applied to it, it will fall right through the hole.
Be sure to mind your heads around the hole I created.
Like I said, you are the only thing you can reach from where you're standing without having to make any sort of like check is one of the cupboards and the wardrobe next to you.
I'll check that wardrobe since it's next to me.
All right. Investigation.
Oh, okay.
I was like, can I just open it up?
That's not bad though. 15.
Okay, well, you find PJs for both the male and female swivel blend, so they don't fit you at all.
These won't fit.
Drop them down the hole.
There is a nightcap.
We talking whiskey or we talking
No, we're talking like a small little
a
cap.
sleeping cap?
A sleeping cap.
Drop that down the hole. Pew.
When you touch it and let go of it, yes, you feel tired.
That thing works. That might be magical, the last thing I dropped.
Chromagil goes over to look at it.
You
The
think-
curious mushroom.
All right, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Ooh, 24.
24. You feel your cap get way heavier as you put the tiny little, like, what pretty much is probably like someone holding a cup. Like, that's how big it is fitting on your head.
Okay.
But for some reason, that you putting that on top of your head, it automatically makes you feel like your body is getting heavier. You are feeling some kind of numbing effect coming out of this hat.
Oh my, this definitely does have something to it. Tries to remove it.
Oh, you can remove it
Okay,
easily.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was...
The moment you take it off, it actually shows the picture of a moon on top of it as it fades away. It was a bright yellow moon, and the moment you took it off, the moon fades away into the dark blue.
It's not really a specialty of mine, but can I do any sort of like Arcana check just to get an idea of what it does?
Yes.
Can I help?
Yes, so you get advantage.
Cool. I'm gonna need it. Fucking dice.
Like one of mine. I have 4 d20s.
That's a 6.
What a silly hat.
It's a fascinating hat.
You can put it if you put two of your fingers into it, you can make a little hand puppet.
A really sleepy hand puppet.
1 second.
What's
What
up?
happened?
I don't know.
Did like it
Might be the
disconnect?
cable
Oh,
for
yeah.
the switcher.
Hey.
Whoa.
It was just a little loose.
And we're back.
Oh my. So I don't know if we lost anything, but
no.
It
was
was
just
just
a
a
picture.
picture.
Oh, okay.
So with the sleepy time hat, Cromwell doesn't really have good places to store things, and if this is making him sleepy on contact, just gonna try and like kind of ball it up a little bit and see if you can find anything to like wrap it in.
I mean, you can put it in your pouch.
Okay.
It's a small item and it's made of cloth, so it's not like
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be taking up much space.
yeah. So you find that. There are a few rings that also have the same gemstones embedded in them. There's actually a small glass case that has 5 rings, 1 for each finger for 2 hands.
Is this glass case part of the wardrobe, or is it like a box that you can just take out?
It's a box.
I'll take the box.
You lift the box up. You feel your hand burn.
Ow, 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 ow. Sets back down. I attempt to open the box.
You see sparks emanate from the glass.
Wake ponders a moment. And
Looking at the glass, you do see small little runes etched inside the glass.
Wake is going to take a dagger and attempt to besmirch one of the runes, seeing if that's going to fuck with the spell. Wake doesn't know shit about magic.
No,
that
that's
sounds
fine.
right.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That's something I'm okay at. When I said it. 16.
Your dagger melts.
So now the box is covered in silver.
Yes, at least part of it anyway.
I try to grab the part that, well, I use my elemental attunement to cool the silver real quick. Does it look like it stops bubbling and hardens?
Yeah.
I try to hold the part that's silver.
Roll me
Oh, good.
a sleight of hand.
Easy. Easy. 18.
The one piece is actually lifting up. By that one side, the one side of the glass, you're actually being able to lift it up.
Got a box that's magically enchanted here.
You are able to at least grab 2 or 3 of the rings with a sleight of hand check after this.
Oh, so I can grab a couple of the rings on the inside by opening
Yes.
it up like this?
Yep.
Do any of the rings look visually distinctly different from the others?
The size of them all look like they're actually supposed to fit every finger on your hand. Like one actually
One
looks like
ring
it's a
fits
little,
all.
a little bit more oblong to fit on a thumb, and the rest look like they're a little bit more circular. But the circles get larger as they go towards the middle finger, and then get shorter as they go to the pinky.
Well, I can't wear that many rings anyway, and I have no idea what these do, but I'm going to attempt to take as many of them as I can, preferably all of them, but we'll see what happens. I'm just going to go for like a mad, just, okay, 1, 2, and then jump down the hole.
Sleight of hand.
All right. That's 21. All right.
You're able to grab every single one on the right hand except for the pinky.
No! What happens after I grab them?
The entire box begins to spark, and now is continuously sparking.
I'm going to kick it into the air and dive down the hole.
I mean, you let go of it on the one side of the glass, so now it's just sparking. Attempting to pick it up again will surely be painful.
I got 4 rings here. There's one more in there, but the box is angry. I have upset the box.
There is the
Must
cupboard
admit,
next to
didn't
you
know
as well.
boxes could get mad.
Neither did I. Well, actually, no. I've known 2 boxes that got very upset. But this one didn't talk.
That makes, you hear, Devil Grin from near the front door. I guess that makes sense. Swivelblin are actually known for, tinkering. It was probably a, locking mechanism that if the person who didn't open it wasn't the actual person who made the runes, it must have made it go off.
Yeah, I tried messing with the runes. I don't know if it did anything, but it melted a knife of mine, and I liked that one. But now it's gone. Can't
Perhaps
weep
those
on it
rings
forever.
will be enough to replace your knife.
Maybe.
What bag did you put it in?
Just one of my pouches that I
It
have
gets
on-
incredibly heavy.
Oh, God. Okay.
It actually feels like a hand has pressed against the spot where you actually put them, and is pushing it down.
Okay. I hold them back in my hand again. Well, that's awkward. So I've checked the dresser here, and now I have my hand full, and I can't really put it anywhere. But I don't want to put it in a magical bag. I'm just gonna hop back down the hole. I can get back up here if I need to, probably.
Roll me a acrobatics with disadvantage.
Oh no. Well, be a lot more disadvantageous than that. And yeah, that is a 16.
You jump down the hole, but the moment you jump down the hole, you start entering a Superman pose because the rings are actually making you feel way more heavy.
Oh my God!
Your fist collapses into the floor below. You feel splinters enter into your knuckles.
I'm going to attempt to use my slow fall ability to at least mitigate that a little bit.
I mean, you didn't take damage. It
Okay.
just it sucked. Like you didn't expect it to
Impact.
happen.
So I did a true superhero landing. Where
Yes.
it's just, boom!
Misha just kind of like
splinters
steps back
around
and
me.
looks at you. It's just like a little dramatic, don't you think?
Can I move my arm?
Yes.
Yeah. One of these rings is very heavy.
It's a ring, Wake.
I start tossing them to her one at a time.
All right, roll me an athletics check.
We're about to find out my process of elimination, Voltar. Thank you for volunteering.
Misha.
Meetcha. You said athletics?
That's right, acrobatics. I apologize.
Acrobatics. Okay. Then that is a 22
Okay.
for tossing one, I guess.
No, you just tossed a whole handful of them.
Oh no, I'm testing it one at a time. To
Oh,
see
one
which
at a
one
time.
of these motherfuckers
All right,
is so heavy.
which ring finger are you throwing at her?
I guess we'll go from the largest down to the smallest.
All right, so you're throwing the thumb one at her. Nothing. She just takes it.
Index.
It's like you threw a bowling ball at her. She falls on the floor. She's holding her arm up to actually try and push it off her, and she throws it to the floor.
Was
You
the
need-
What the fuck was that?
It was a ring and it was really heavy. Just throwing that out there. And you need to work out more. Just a little.
She like holds up a bone saw.
Is that heavy?
I don't know. Let's find out. She's about to throw it at you.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Wait just watches?
Valtar just like walks in. Yeah. What the fuck happened?
There was a heavy ring and she didn't believe me. Now she believes me.
Yeah, and he threw it at my chest. She just like holds her eyes, just like, oh my god. I found a staircase that leads into a basement.
Oh,
A
hey,
really
I'll go
big
check that
basement.
out.
Going to ask if there was a basement.
Unfortunately, the staircase leads to a small lip, and then it goes into a even deeper hole. And unfortunately, she like looks down at herself and she like wiggles one of her feet. I might have broken the staircase that leads to the ladder.
Cool.
I'm gonna go regather those rings.
But it's, but funny enough, when I was looking down there is a light source coming off the walls, and not like a torch either. Almost like she looks over at Morgan. She sees the crystals that you're holding. Yeah, it's shaped like that.
Huh. Well, good thing you're here. I wanted to show you these.
We'll knowledge arcana check for her. Yeah, these are she looks at it, she sees the little hole, she starts playing with it. She actually looks at some of the unfinished brew that's nearby. Like one of the little potion bottles has like a little bit of stuff inside of it. She starts playing with it. The liquid is a really weird and smelly orange. Like a rotten orange, basically. So it's like weird cleaning supplies when it's out for too long. She pours the liquid inside the crystal. She closes it. It begins to glow, and all the blood from the fight that was on her arm begins to fade away. I expected that. These are amplifiers. These actually allow magic spells to be used in touch, almost like a grenade or some kind of agent that applies the magic spell.
That might be handy.
Looks over to Devil Grin. Is this the kind of stuff that's contraband and not allowed?
No, that's quite common.
Oh.
Crystals are a very commonly used source of tool in the Underdark. It's part of our society. I mean, children have them to be used as toys.
Oh. Well, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were kind of investigating what seemed like some possibly shady people and didn't want us walking around with something that would get us in trouble in sight.
No, because a lot of the stuff on here actually looks like it's just basic medicine. And based on the miner's emblem we saw in the kitchen, I have a feeling this might be a place that's actually supposed to be for the miner's establishment. This must be like some kind of outpost, or at least some kind of workforce that assists them.
Makes sense. I mean,
So you guys want to head over to the basement?
Yeah.
I gotta find a better way to transport this heavy ring.
I'm just curious. Does anyone know why you would want a specifically very heavy ring? Is there a
guessing it does
use case
something.
for that?
I'm guessing it does something when you wear it, but I also don't know if any of these things are cursed, and I would rather not chance that.
I suppose that's a fair.
Well, it's not like you can wear,
Possibility.
like Devil Grin looks at him. Well, it's not like you can wear them. They're attuned to a swivel blade, and you don't. And unfortunately, you have a little bit more bigger fingers than that.
Yeah. I do.
Give it 24 hours, though. They'll probably unattune themselves, and then you can wear them.
Yeah, so I'll just try to keep them nearby for now.
Are you just holding on to them?
I guess. I mean,
So with one blow-
so that heavy ring, it only feels heavy when it is falling, or like because I've like when I was holding it in my hand and or tossing it to Micha.
roll me a history check.
This should be good. That's not terrible. 16.
With process of elimination, you feel that when movement or a sort of like when
Momentum?
when acceleration is applied to the ring, it gets heavier.
I could hit things so hard.
Perhaps that's what it's used for. It's like amplifies punches.
Maybe. Or if this is a mining area, I mean, you use the pickaxe, woof,
Oh, yes. That
throw it in harder.
seems more functional.
I mean, for them, yeah.
I mean, there are a bunch of mining tools over by the basement.
And you did say this basement seems to look like it's pretty deep.
Yeah. Enough that if I fell through, I probably would have fallen maybe 20, 30 feet.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna take a bag and put it as close to my center of mass as possible, and just like kind of shift one of my pouches around and lay the rings in there, so at least the weight I am feeling will be in an area that is
Centered.
the center of my gravity.
Right. So as you start moving, you do that. That's no problem. As you start moving, when you step your foot down, you feel the weight as gravity pulls the thing down.
Oh, this is gonna be good training.
Yeah, it's like weighted clothing now for you.
Haha! Going full Saiyan.
Yep. You guys head over to the small little hatch that Valtara was talking about. It does look like there was a small little not a hatch, but a small little staircase that led down a couple of flights. And unfortunately, Valtara, being who she is and how big she is, she broke 3 steps by stepping down on 1. And just below that is a small little lip of wood with a ladder.
Does anybody have like a rope or something, perhaps, to safely climb down?
I have 50 feet of silk rope. Will that reach it?
You don't know how deep it goes. You'd have to test that.
All right. Well, Wake is going to take his lantern, tie it at the very end of the rope, and just kind of like slowly lower it down to see how far we're going.
10 feet go by, 20 feet go by, 30 feet go by, 40 clang.
Yeah, that should do. You have some we can anchor the rest of these 10 feet to?
Looking around
Actually-
the room, there is mining equipment all over the place. There's an anvil in the corner.
I have a better idea first. You guys can anchor this in a second, but I just want to make sure. Chromagil, can you hold this for me real quick?
Holds it.
You're sturdy. And, shit, when I go down here, I'm going to feel really heavy. Morgan, would you like to go first?
I was just like, come on,
I know.
fuck, he just saw it.
I know.
And then he jumped. That's what I was waiting for. Just tries to do feather fall, but the
Breaks a
bowling
fucking
ball
rib.
ring keeps dragging him.
I could slow some of that fall.
Why not? Okay.
You're gonna head down?
Yeah.
All right. I need athletics with assistance, so advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Well, you don't have to roll that. He
okay.
does.
Yeah.
I'm sturdy enough that just holding that rope is not even
18.
a check.
18.
I mean, you're a piece of siege equipment.
True.
You're able to climb down. The darkness starts to take hold. You're
There's
starting
a
to see.
lantern down there.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
like he gets down there. There's a little bit of darkness, and then the lantern light is
okay,
there.
cool.
It looks like this darkness is actually dwarfing the light.
Gotcha. Spooky darkness.
darkness.
So you head down. Yeah, you head
AP
downstairs.
darkness.
You are now downstairs. The ladder's still there, intact, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just that one step heading towards it that looks a little flimsy. You head down there. You're seeing the outcroppings of what looks like crystals hanging off the wall. When you head down there, you're in a large open mouth cave area, and inside the open mouth area is a hollowed out what looks like a man-made dugout little hole that has a bunch of medical equipment inside of it. There's medical stuff. There's a table. There's also an alchemist table on the other side. This looks like their main base of operations when it comes to stuff like making potions and whatnot. And there's a big box just filled to burst. Like, just touching it will cascade the rest of them out of it. It's all those crystals, probably about the size of someone can hold it with their hand.
What you got down there?
I think I found their mining operation.
Makes sense.
A lot of tools, alchemist table, a lot of medical equipment, dangerous vocation. And a big box.
Did you say medical equipment?
Yes.
Mitra just like perks up. What kind of medical equipment?
Now you can go down and look. I mean, we can hold the rope. You'd probably know better.
She squints at you. She's gonna roll athletics with assistance from Krobagil. With Cat's grace, she like glides down easily.
Does a little flourish spinning around the rope at the end.
Yep. So she's now down there with you. She'll take a look at the medical equipment. What are you gonna do?
I'm actually going to look at the alchemist table.
All right. So you step on over closer to the table. There are books and what looks like invoices for actual business propositions. A lot of them are working ledgers that show off a lot of goods and a lot of services in the past year. The most recent one happens to be just outside of Colas, heading down the staircase. Something about handing off a few cleaning gems to the Grand Pseudo.
I'm going to collect those, bundle them up, put them in my pack. So besides the work orders and the manifests...
That would be an investigation check.
Investigation check, okay. 18.
out of all the potions sitting on the table. Next to it looks like there's a bunch of dried up snails that's all circled around one potion. It's a very, very huge vial that has a bulbous circular end to it, and then starts to hourglass, and then hourglass again. And the liquid inside of it looks like it's filled with snails, but it also has this alluring blue color to it.
This is bloodborne as hell.
I was about to say,
Give us eyes.
many eyes. I'm gonna, let's see what that.
Everything else on this table looks like a little bit of like medical equipment, like a scalpel, some tongs, whatever they were doing here. The snails are one of the key ingredients here.
Okay, make a mental note of that. I want to try and determine what this concoction is. So would that be another investigation or arcana, since it is alchemic?
That will vary depending on what you decide to roll. Micha is current. I'm sorry, just one real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
While you're doing this, Micha is just taking shit. She just like finds use for all this stuff, just like, ooh, this is a nice set. Ooh, this is not. I like that. She looks like she's actually taking all this stuff and neatly packing it into all of her medical equipment boxes. So it looks like she found a mother lode here.
I turn over to Micha. Resupplying, Doc?
Oh, absolutely. All the stuff we pretty much used in that last fight, especially this, she like holds up what looks like, it looks like a guitar, but it has a corkscrew.
Ah.
Now, I don't know what this is for, but I'm certainly welcome to figuring it out.
Well, before you do that, what do you make of this?
It looks like bugs and squished into a vial.
Yeah, but it was the only thing I found on the alchemist table, and there was a bunch of snails like surrounding it. Well, they're dried up now.
Were there any books there or any sort of notes?
Just manifests and work orders.
She will look at those with a history check and advantage.
Yep.
Chromagill's just holding the rope.
So, wonder what they're finding.
Wake's doing squats. Oh god, this is hard.
All right, let me take a look at this.
So basically, your ring is like the world's smallest kettlebell.
I guess. Only it gets heavier the further it goes, I think.
The ultimate CrossFit tool.
Wake, do you think you could juggle that heavy ring?
Wake's eyes light up for a moment.
I don't know.
She finds on the shipping order that there is a... they were supposed to be making crystals that are supposed to be a cleaning agent and were supposed to be sent over to the Grand Pseudo in Dimswell. However, a lot of the information on there says that a lot of the ingredients were meant to be made in complete secrecy, and it was also ordered by the Grand Pseudo of Dimswell to actually be in secret. The information that she finds to discern like how this chemical works is that whatever snails or whatever sort of like slime that they're harvesting from the snails, it's a heavy flesh eating bacteria. But not in the sense of like to harm someone. It's not a poison. It's supposed to be a cleaning agent.
Oh, so kind of like maggots on a wound.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is like sort
It's
of a,
supposed to cleanse things.
It's
It's
a-
flesh.
she actually like starts reading it and starts looking over at it. I don't know if I'm guessing this correctly, but this might be some form of bloodletting agent.
Let's save this. This might be very valuable.
She finds a cork and plugs that.
Good.
You lift it up, and the glow from the vial itself shows a small piece of paper that's actually hidden right behind it. You take it. Do you open it?
Yes.
It shows the physical anatomy of one of... I'm sorry. It shows the physical anatomy of a mycetid, and the inside of the mycetid has an open chest hole.
Better not show this to Chromagill. Or should I? I don't know.
There's scribblings on here that speak about how it seems like it would be a good place to house the agent, and also would be a fine way to cleanse anyone who actually has the tumors.
Huh. Just fold that up.
Yep.
Put that in my pocket. I'm gonna mosey over to that big crate of crystals.
All right. They are translucent. There are a couple of them that are multicolored, but they look like they were thrown to the side. Like that's the discard pile.
Okay. I'm going to make an investigation check just to see if there's any of them still in the crate that have some sort of use to them.
Oh, they're all useful.
useful?
You can take one and then insert some kind of alchemic agent into it, and it will cast a spell. That's basically how these things work.
Morgan's just gonna take a couple, just in case.
I'm gonna say you could probably, based on not filling up your pack, you could probably take about 6 of them.
I was only gonna take like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah, then
just-
3's fine.
Okay. Alrighty, Mitra. What do you think? Should we get more of the crew down here, or do you think we're done?
She's finally like taking the last bit. You see her bag is way heavier. She straps it over her side.
Need a hand?
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay.
She looks like she just fucking struck gold.
Glad someone's making some progress out of this.
Oh, especially with this, she holds up a medical book.
Knowledge.
Yep, that's all I'm about. I'll be able to write some more books when I get to the surface, and then I'll be able to sell it all off to South Zealous, and then when they beg me to come back, I'll be a spiteful little bitch and tell them to fuck off.
Good for you.
She's very vindictive about being let go.
She has a lot of personal problems, Morgan. Shut up. That's not nice.
Does she say that out loud? You say that out loud?
Just under his breath.
Roll me a stealth check.
Ah, shit.
Try and cover your words.
That's a 2. Wait, no, that's a 5.
She rolled a nat 20.
Yep.
This coming from the guy
them
who has
kitty
multiple
ears.
personality disorder.
I told him it was rude.
Well, tell him I did this too. She slaps you upside the head.
Ow. See what you get. This is what happens whenever you open your mouth, big guy.
Athletics check to climb back up.
Okay. 19.
Sounds like they're done down there.
All right, so you're going up first. With that, that's no problem.
'Kay.
Now it's Meech's turn. You feel something grab onto the rope, and then you hear something lightly like under her breath. Ow!
Everything okay down there?
There's a lantern at the bottom. Could we see anything from the top?
You weren't looking at that time. You just
I
watched
mean,
it.
Chromagill's up there.
Well, Chromagil was there holding it. By the time you were getting out, Meecha was grabbing onto it, so your body was in the way.
Okay, so I was probably like shuffling him
yeah.
up, so my
you
view
were
would've been
helping
blocked.
Morgan get out of the way.
I'll accept that as a reason I didn't see it. If it would have been visible anyway.
Meecha is just standing there holding onto the rope.
Meecha! We got... Morgan's clear. You can come up.
Where is her sheet?
Meecha! Just kind of shakes the rope
Here's
a little
Meecha.
bit.
Here, kitty.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I think we broke Meecha. Meecha!
Chromagil, roll an athletics check.
That is a 13.
Uh-oh.
No fucking way.
She yanked me down?
With a -1 in her strength, she rolled an 18.
No, yeah, no.
Chromagil flops forward
Ah!
and is pulled into the hole.
Oh shit!
Guess I'm coming with you!
Wake would go to grab Chromagill's feet at the very least if he saw that happening.
Well, the fact that you are the size that you are, you kind of get stuck in there, so it's a Winnie the Pooh scenario.
Oh dear.
Oh, bother.
Oh bother.
Chromakill, what's going on?
Meecha either got a lot heavier or wanted my assistance in something.
You can see in the dark, so you look down towards her. Her eyes are glowed over with like a green, like weird sort of film, and you watch something skitter away into the darkness just out of the corner of your eye.
There's someone else down there with her.
She looks up at you, giving you a massive hiss, and for some reason her strength is just double fold as she pulls you back down.
And she's angry!
Athletics check.
Okay, I'm now grabbing Chromagill's foot.
Yep.
Athletics, that is a... sorry, athletics is +4. That is a 14.
Roll athletics with disadvantage, Chromagill.
10.
14.
14.
You are just barely keeping him up by a foot. Mitra is surprisingly keeping you, like, weighted down.
Mitra, I have to admit, I didn't know you had such strength.
Tell her I'm very proud that she took my advice to heart.
She's just, like, you just hear, like, this, like, when a cat is vehemently pissed at you. Right. This thing, she is hissing and yowling, and she is trying so hard to grab you down there. Her claws are extended out by now. She's gone feral.
Okay. And I can see this from where I'm at?
Yes, you have dark vision. And also, you can see that a bit of her mouth is foaming.
Okay. If that's the case... Oh, wait. She's... How far away is she from me, roughly?
She is now 30 feet away from you.
All right. I was gonna try and spore her with some of my other stuff, but those have a pretty short range, so that's not gonna work. Micha, I don't know what's gotten into you, but we're friends. Remember, it's me, Chromagill.
Dear God, the two of you are so heavy, and so is this ring.
Valtar will assist you. And
She's just tugging on the rope, right? That I'm holding on to.
Yes.
It also means she's also gained some weight somehow.
Like, okay.
No, she's holding on to she's trying to pull you down.
She's like pulling it down while I'm holding on to it. So
Yes.
I'm the only one keeping myself on this rope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though she is trying to pull me towards her, you make sure the rope is steady. I'm going to slowly ease my way down there to see if I can just calm her down.
Is there slack on the rope that I can grab, like,
Roll me a sleight of hand to grab it.
Because I was holding like the extra 10 feet we didn't need, so I feel like there would be some left over up there, but...
I'm assuming with a 23 I get that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Hold on, I'm just going to climb down a little to get just a bit closer.
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna need a few more people. They're gonna be pretty heavy.
Valtara helps you.
All right, thank you, Valtara.
She, with her combined weight, she's able to keep you aloft.
All right.
15 on the acrobatics.
15. I can't believe that a mushroom is doing a balancing act down this fucking rope.
Literally climbing it upside down. Got
Mission
your legs hooked
Impossible
around
it.
Yep.
I get until I'm about, I would say, until I'm about 15 to 10 feet away from her, like around
She's
that
trying to
range.
slice at you as you come down. Like, she's actively trying to grab you, like, physically, or try to slash at you.
Easy!
Can't see through Chromagill's massive cap.
What is happening?
Micha's got she just seems to be in some sort of rage.
Oh crap! Mija's wavies.
But Chromagill starts sputtering some spores out of him. I'm using pacifying spores.
Nice.
Creature within range makes a con save. So she goes ahead and gets a con save against 11.
11. She rolled a 9.
All right. They pass a con save or be stunned until its next turn, which I don't know really how this is going to work, but just kind of paralyzing her.
Yep, well, she is now frozen in place. Though the foam from her mouth is now starting to, like, just drip out to the side. She does not look like herself. Her eyes, again, has that glazed over green. What's coming out of her mouth almost feels like she has some kind of, like, illness.
She's definitely kind of gone feral, and I don't know how long this is going to last, so I'm going to use the rope we have down here to try to tie her up.
Works for me.
All right. Roll me a survival check.
Not great. 10. Oh, that's right. I never learned how to tie knots.
Don't have the fingies.
You wrap it around her throat. I got her!
Oh god!
She's going to sleep!
Oh my god. You get it around her throat and she starts, like, gargling, and then you're just like, oh, wait, right.
Oh, no.
This way.
Kitties need that.
Kitty's waked ale.
You get it around her waist. She is kind of still stuck here. Does the skill say that You're only allowed. It's I have to roll a con save.
They had to roll a con save or be stunned until their next turn, and I can only use it once until I rest again. So I can't re-up it. It's just I don't know exactly how long
So
you have to estimate a turn.
I have to beat your
6
save
seconds.
next turn. So 6 seconds to pull up at this point.
No, I think it's one of those things where it's not even so much 6 seconds. I think it's just she has to pass or fail that con save once, and it's just a turn,
It's
and,
a
she,
turn
and
skip.
she wakes up.
Yes.
Yeah, so she gets 6 seconds until she has mobility.
Yeah.
again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't have to try to do the check again. It's just a one and done.
So I'm guessing it was once you're done trying to tie that rope, she's
Yeah.
back to normal.
All right. So at that point, it's now you and Voltara have to roll an athletics check with advantage.
That is a 17.
With a combined soft 20 from Voltara, you're actually able to pull up Micha before she gets out of that stupor.
Do.
I'll wait down here until the rope is able to pull me back up.
You are now in front of her. Her claw reaches out to grab you by the face.
No!
Be careful!
What is, roll me a dex save.
Just as a reaction, elemental attunement spritz in her face.
No, bad.
Roll a dex save, you said?
Yep. Never mind that one.
Okay, cool. Rolled a 2.
Ah.
I was gonna say, well, that
So
ring of evasion
she
just...
almost clips you.
Whoa! Bad Voltara, stop it.
Micha.
Micha, bad Micha. Sorry, Voltara, you're doing great, Voltara.
Voltara's just sitting there right there next to you, takes her book.
Ow! You're doing great, I'm sorry.
While I'm down here, Chromagill's just gonna look for evidence to see if he saw something skitter away into the shadows. He just wants to see if there's any sort of trail or tracks that he can.
Wake's going to
proceed.
attempt to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grapple Micha so she can't do anybody
So that's an
any harm.
athletics check versus her.
Athletics, that's pretty good. 21.
21, you grapple her easily and you keep her in a hold that she's just trying so hard to get out of right now, but she's not even speaking, she's just screaming in anger.
I just got her in a full Nelson and every now and again just squirt, 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 squirt.
Calm down, squirt.
Alright, so we'll turn back to you then.
Yeah. Would that be investigation or survival if I'm trying to look for a trail?
That would be a perception.
Perception? Okay.
Somebody else is gonna have to lift up Chromagill, by the way.
16.
16. You don't see anything, but you know that something is down here. Whatever it was elongated.
Whoever did this to her seems to be gone now, but there was definitely something else down here. I think this tunnel goes deeper than we thought.
I'm going to ask Voltara to take a look at Micha while I'm holding her because she's a biologist.
She's
Maybe
gonna
she'll know
roll.
what's up.
She's gonna roll medicine. Well, she rolls an 18. She actually screams out to Devil Grin to get in here to maybe he'll have some insight on what's going on. With you and her holding Micha down, she's now looking at the saliva that's coming out of the side of her mouth. She takes a sample of it. She casts.
Gross.
She takes her finger to it and she looks at her. She's not she's not breathing incorrectly. However, she puts her finger onto the saliva. She casts. Let me double check that spell. Yep, she will cast Analyze Blood. While doing so, she kind of fingers through it. This isn't saliva. This is poison.
Well,
This looks like some kind of insect poison.
And she's just expelling it from her mouth?
Devil Grin walks in. Hey guys, what's going? Looks over at Micha.
She ran into something and now she's spitting poison. Also, she's very angry. Bad! Psst, psst.
She's angry. Was she acting like this before? What happened?
I mean, she has phases of it. She threw a bone saw at me earlier, but not this far. Usually she's yelling at me and telling me I'm stupid.
She was down here investigating, and I heard her exclaim in pain, And then this started happening, and I saw something skitter away in the darkness. I haven't seen it come back yet.
What he said.
He looks over at Valtar and looks down the hole, then back to her. Ah, I see what this is. He takes the hilt of his sword, knocks her out.
Spray.
She wakes back up. What are you doing? Wake.
Punk. Just want to make sure.
He looks over to Valtara. Do you know how to release poison out of the body? Or does anyone here know how to do that?
Pull out a knife. Maybe.
It would be a survival check at that point.
To see if I know how or to cut the poison out of her.
Well, to get the poison out of her without harming yourself.
Let me just Google a spell I have on my roster.
I'll let him Google that first before I go ahead and decide to eat the poison. Although it does seem to be mind affecting, which I am pretty good at dealing with.
Let me just. There's one other spell. Nope.
In the meantime, Chromagil, do you want to start climbing back up?
Sure.
Athletics check.
I don't like being down here by myself, especially after all this started happening to Micha.
Oh, survival it is. While you're doing this, I'm trying to find the wound where she was bitten and attempting to let out some of that blood, and then, I guess,
Well,
Somebody better suck out that poison.
well,
pretty
you
much.
actually see
That is
a
yeah, it's a modified 20, by the way.
oh, modified 20. Yeah, that's fine. You see a visible cut near the back of her arm.
Oh, that'll do it.
It actually does look like it's bleeding and has a little bit of what looks like a green viscous goo kind of like dripping out of it. That's where the poison is. You don't really need to use your mouth so much as you actually are able to get into the vein enough with your fingers that you're actually able to squirt it out.
I'm just milking it of poison.
And the actual, like, where the frothing that's coming out of the side of her mouth is starting to subside, and she's breathing normally, with an average bit of breath. Valtara, looks over at her eye, and that green is starting to subside, and her natural light blue is starting to return to her eye.
This is a lot of blood.
I don't know if you surface dwellers have centipedes up where you're from.
Oh! Yeah.
Also, I got a 22 on my athletics.
As
so
you're climbing out.
Climbing up.
You just see Valtara has her eye open, and you see Micha, who's half glazed, looking at you.
Chromagil just goes to stand by Micha just to be ready to be some extra weight to put on her in case she's still a little angry.
When he says centipede, the only thing Wake thinks of is that human with the rib cage that was turned into
Manipede.
centipedes. Yeah.
I've seen centipedes before, the bug-like creatures with lots and lots of legs.
And the ribs that try to eat you.
There are larger ones down here. They have a poison that enacts a berserk feeling inside one's mind.
Oh, well,
Unfortunately, your friend here was bitten by it. By any sort of common knowledge, I believe they're called ragepedes.
Ragepede.
kind of just stares at. Do the effects last long? Is there?
I mean, she seems to
with-
be subsiding right now, but God, that is a
Fortunately,
lot of
she's
blood.
only been bit by something that was probably young or something that only just barely was able to get her.
And it had this kind of an effect?
It has an effect on a lot of people. It's very short-lived, but so long as you're able to fight it off or at least be able to get the poison out, you will no longer be berserk.
Tell me what you say.
Did make her very strong.
It triggers a strengthening effect as well.
Ah, so she was juicing. All right.
Devil Grin doesn't know what that is. He's just like, what?
I mean, it is a venom.
Yeah, so pretty much the venom gives you a boost in strength and makes you attack anything that is not the person that has envenomed you. That has not envenomed you.
Oh, so that would not work against my stillness of mind.
For 1d6 turns.
All right. Well, Wake finishes milking out that poison, I guess.
A few minutes pass and Micha kind of just like rubs her head like, what happened?
You got very grumpy,
You were bit by a rageapede or something.
apparently.
A what?
Looks to Devil Grin.
Devil Grin
You know,
explains it to her.
It's like a centipede. You know what the rib cage is and the face is all over it?
I don't think
What the
I
fuck
think
kind
we're
of
thinking-
centipede is that?
I think we're thinking different things, Wick.
What kind of centipedes are you talking about?
The small little thing you find under carpets.
They're just little kind of worm-like bugs
That's
with lots and lots of
horrifying.
legs.
Those are in houses? Oh my god.
Roll a perception check, Wake.
Well, yeah, my head's on a swivel now.
There are centipedes in houses up there.
Perception. Oh, damn. That is a 21.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Valtar kind of just like points over to a carpet. Oh, there's one right there. It's a tiny one.
I threw a knife already.
Valtar kind of just like looks over at Wake and then like lifts it up and shows that it's a really tiny one, about this big. It's a house centipede.
That is not a centipede.
Look at that! You conquered your fear of centipedes and that centipede.
Well, Devil Grain pretty much looks at everyone. Well, now that that's over, you should be fine. I'm sure you're going to have a headache for a couple of hours, but with most of the venom out of your system, you will, you'll be a little agitated, but not enough that you'll want to kill someone. What do you mean? Wow. Huh.
She seems like she's back to normal.
Would you like your bone saw back?
Probably should keep. Devil Grain kind of like takes the hilt of his sword and like pats it down. You should keep that away from her for now. The poison is still in her body.
All right.
Within the hour, the venom should be completely clear.
Fair enough.
Did we want to investigate down there further, or?
Oh
is
no,
it
we
just-
actually found everything all we need. We found. Well, you found all those books, didn't you?
Manifests. Work orders for the last year. And very familiar name in this last one.
Yeah?
You see Phaetreus in there.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, the last shipment was supposed to go to him.
Remember that very sticky fella in the market?
Yeah, I taught him about wax.
These orders were meant
fun.
to go to his peepaw.
Ah, so he was supposed to stop by here. I guess he forgot. Or, wait, actually,
You saw the card outside.
yeah, there was a card out there. Also, he mentioned that he...
Didn't he mention in passing that he lost his bag?
Yep.
And I found a bag full of limbs.
You know, I feel like he might not be telling us something.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. We should go talk to him more.
Well, he's going to meet you.
Yeah.
In
Probably
Dimswell.
not a serial killer.
He's going to meet you down in Dimswell.
Perhaps he just.
Remember, he said he lost his bag on the way into Gulliver.
Just so happened to get filled with limbs on the way, too.
I'm sure they're two completely unrelated events.
Probably.
If anything, we should probably keep that bag for evidence then.
Oh, yeah, sure. Good thing I kept a couple of the arms.
Does it say what he was going to be receiving? What this shipment was?
Let me see.
Was it arms?
Do I have to roll anything for that, or am I
Well,
just...
you have it. It's the,
I have it.
the alchemic agent.
It looks like it was the cleaning agent.
It's supposed to be in crystals, yeah.
Yeah, in one of these. These crystal grenades.
Perhaps it's there to kind of thinks back to the limbs, remove evidence. Or, perhaps he's weaponized them and just wants to throw them. One of those.
Also, what's with that vial you got there? You carrying around some bait? Noting the slug-filled canister you have.
That's the agent.
Oh, yes. Bait?
Could be valuable. Evidence. No clue.
At the very least, if his dad is looking for it, I guess that's our ticket in to talk to him.
Getting his good graces, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we've found everything we need to find here.
I'm gonna
And
roll something real quick.
unless anybody wants to try to get that last ring up there.
Meech is like rubbing her face. Didn't you find something that was behind the vial?
Oh! Unfolds the paper and shows it.
Hey, does that look like a myconid
Funglet.
of my kind or a funglet? Okay,
It looks
it's
like a funglet.
Oh, it's a funglet diagram. Just kind of like looks at it.
Yeah.
Sees you said there was like the chest cavity opened up or something.
Yep.
Yeah, see, they're empty on the inside. Not like you.
Hey,
You're
wait.
like-
Roll a history check with advantage.
Advantage? Don't need it. Natural 20.
The moment you look at that diagram on the floor, immediately the events of Jahal Cove wave back into your head.
There's errors. There's problem. We haven't. There's an issue now.
I'd say funglets are involved. Just drops the paper.
You don't understand. Back when
Yeah, that's where we're all going.
back, what was there a body down there that was like this, or is it just this picture?
There was no body, it was just
No,
pictures.
it was just this diagram.
Okay, because back when I first met my crew, we dealt with a smuggling operation that operated by basically growing things on the inside of people. In our case, it was a Goliath, and they would basically move this scientific research to who needed it, and this stuff, it was pretty bad.
Valtara takes a look at the picture.
They'd be making monsters out of it, like these weird abyssal things is what Captain Meade called them.
The moment you said abyssal, Valtara's eyes open. She looks to you. I've seen effects of this. Saurian with tumors growing out of their chest and walking around like zombies.
Yes, exactly like that. And we found a pit full of like slime people that also had some of these things on them.
And you said you saw a funglet here earlier, correct?
Yeah, but I think, it's probably related, but if they're looking for their people that might be getting experimented on.
Valtara's just looks at you. Beyond Rush's touch is reaching into Underhallam.
Yes, but when I was dealing with it, it was a naval man that went by Victor.
She looks over to Devilgrin. Is there any way inside of Underhallam that reaches out into the ocean? Well, yes, Dimswell.
Well, then I guess we'll have to start at Dimswell.
Devilgrin kind of stands up, looks to everyone. Dimswell is just outside of Colas, just a little bit further down the stairwell.
Well,
We're going to have to pass through We're going to have to pass through a tunnel that reaches into the city before we actually can get to the other side.
we'll have to press on then.
With time, I understand time might be of the essence, but it probably won't hurt us to take a small rest.
I agree. And in that time, if anybody wants to go try to mess with that box I broke, there's still one ring left in there.
Just see from the window, just sparks and just light.
I really hope that's not a fire hazard. Ooh.
If anyone else wants to try their hand at that, remember there are 3 other rooms that haven't been explored at this point.
I mean, I could always just go up there and attempt to break the box, but I feel like I'd get hurt a lot.
There is a 15-foot hole across from that.
I mean, yeah.
After falling through the floor up there, Chromagill is a little antsy about climbing the stairs, so he's like, if anyone wants to look in those rooms, I couldn't. Be my guest. I fear I'll just make traversal even more difficult if I try.
Basically referring to
Bless you.
Anybody that might know anything about Arcana because Wake is dumb.
The only one who you have in your party that would know anything about that would be Valtara. And unfortunately,
She's not climbing up there, so I'm going to do the next best thing. I'm going to climb back up there myself and kick the box down the hole.
Ah!
I'm going to take a bit of damage from it, but nobody get near it. I'm going to get zapped.
Okay.
All right. I'll do this real quick. 1.
You touch it?
I'm basically going to, slap it so that it goes down the hole.
Okay.
So I'm going to touch it real quick,
I need you
take this jolt, and...
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution? I've never read it. It's a 4.
Okay.
And a 1-y, and a 2-y, and a boogie because of my...
You guys watch as Wake falls down from the hole.
That sound. That
That's
exact
the sound.
That is the sound.
The same crash you hear today.
I am...
It's now an audio drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fixing things. I fixed it. It's great. It's right where it was. Yes.
Just
Trying a new lighting arrangement.
Now the legs in the shot.
Learning where our theatrical range is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm like gripping the edge of my table right now because me too.
So Wake descends.
Wake descends.
Is this a bad time to bring up that I also have the super heavy ring on my chest?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So... yeah,
Man, how
There's
did you
a
jump
Wake-
up there with that?
when he falls down, there's a Wake-size hole in the floor now. Yeah, that thing kind of, like, embedded itself into your chest. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as this thing is now sitting on top of your chest and crushing it. You feel a rib crack.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can even out on the other side.
I turn a little.
Oh, that was
The moment you move, you feel a static shock. You are paralyzed.
Of that bludgeoning damage, was any of it falling damage?
That was all falling damage.
Oh, cool. I can negate some of that. Actually, I can negate nearly all of it.
Chromagill heads over, seeing his friend embedded in the ground, and just tries to pick him up.
Roll a con save.
Don't touch me, I'm electric. I can't talk good.
Wake, I can't hear you, but I'm sure once I pick you up, I'll be able to understand you a little bit.
Don't touch me!
Is it a Constitution save?
Yep.
21.
Wake's eyes are dilated as fuck.
You all watch as everyone watches as like Chromagill picks up Wake with no problem. But the problem is that now his entire body is now engulfed in this blue shock.
I'm just holding it.
Yeah, and it's
like
no
nothing's
problem
happening.
whatsoever.
Here you go, just right over here. Just set
Set me
some.
down on
Your
my feet.
entire body absorbed the shock like some kind of sponge.
I was grounded, so it just went straight through me.
Yep.
There you go.
It looks like there's a bullet hole where the ring was in his chest.
You might want to get that looked at.
Yeah. So the pouch is kind of just like sitting just barely out of the hole.
Like it's just been impacted in there and just.
Yep. What else did you have in that bag? I'd like to know.
That pouch, that specific pouch of my 3 pouches that I have not. Well, I am going to assume that
Something the size of a ring can fit in.
it's like a moderate pouch. It would be something that you might keep like a bunch of pellets and shit in.
Okay.
I had a squid's beak.
Oh, well, that's
Hey.
just now sticking out.
Yeah, it's
There's
Like
now
a
a
little
tiny
mouse in there.
squid's beak in the middle of your chest.
I'm guessing my hooked horror eye is busted. As well as a 2 healing potions.
Oh.
Guessing those are shattered, which, you know what, if they soaked into my wounds...
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to roll something for that now.
Soaking into my wounds...
Oh no,
might
you've
be okay.
you've somehow healed the squid that the beak belonged to, and it's regained consciousness.
I have that random third nipple that just happens to be a squid beak.
You watch as like the healing potion's kind of like bleeding out from the pouch itself.
I look like
which
I'm bleeding.
you feel, yeah, it looks like you're bleeding, but it actually feels nice. It's like all of a sudden like you're feeling a little bit of breath, fresh air in your
Oh, you're
lungs.
bleeding. Let me wipe that off for you.
As you wipe it off, his flesh goes over the pouch.
Oh, I know I can do things like that. Is this normal for
There
you?
now looks like there's a little lump in his chest where the hole was.
This is bad.
Oh, I
And
think
that's where we'll take a break with a short rest.
I'll take it.
Did I at least knock the box down, or was the box unmoved by my slapping?
It fell down.
Good, okay, the box is down there.
Yeah, no, it's going fucking haywire.
just stay away from that.
Just glowing bright blue.
It's not setting anything on fire. It's just sparking.
Bouncing.
Oh no.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the table. Got brighter in here. Actually,
Yeah.
a lot brighter.
Real bright.
We changed out the colors and made them white to illuminate.
So yeah, it's very,
You're gonna need as much fucking
very
light.
sterile in here. I feel very shiny today. Shiny. I wanna be shiny.
All right. Well, At this point, you guys are able to take your rest, but you said you want to try and surgically get that shit out
Yeah,
of
I want to get this bag out of my chest because
you.
now that I
Mitra
have...
kind of just like leans in.
I mean, honestly, you'd probably be better at it than I would be. Would you like to help here?
Basically, I'm going to help. I'm going to assist her in my own surgery, so she can have advantage on her roll.
She slaps your hand the moment you try to do that.
Ow! I'm just trying to help.
You will make it worse if you do that.
Are you? My medicine check is not bad.
Who's the surgeon here?
You? But I okay. You know what?
She
Fair
holds
enough.
up.
Fair enough.
She holds up that little like weird twisty tube metal thing she just got.
You know, this is fair enough. I got poison out of you. I did surgery on you, so now you on me. Perfect. It's a trade.
Oh, nice. You get to use that. This is
I
gonna
don't
be.
think I've ever seen this one before.
Oh, with a 17 and plus 7, yeah.
Actually, that worked pretty well.
Yep. So she just like corkscrews it out.
I just have like this little like little like sack of skin right there.
Just gonna have to peel off that. It's like when you get a sunburn. Except
Oh,
Wake's never
yeah.
had one of those.
She patches you back up with a bunch of her medical
Hello Kitty
kit.
Band-Aid.
Yeah. Little Hello Kitty Band-Aid at the end of it. Here's your Wowie-Pop.
Oh yay!
Oh, I want one.
All right.
And I don't even have a mouth.
She like looks at you, takes 2 of them, puts them in your eye holes.
Little lollipop.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
These are delicious.
You know what's great? We can actually see what direction he's looking at now.
Yeah, they move with his eyes now.
It's like something out of a man. I don't even fucking know. It's like some sort of like Geigeryan horror shit right there.
Then you just attach little googly eyes to the ends of the sticks, and now
Hello.
Hello.
we decided to make Chroma Gill a little bit more personable in this redesign. We gave him eyes.
Here's his season 2 outfit.
Lollipop
eyes.
sticks.
So this is just the commentary track now.
So now fucking Chroma Gill now looks like a character from Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
Oh god.
I destroy siege equipment like 1-2.
All right, so everyone can now roll as many rest points as they want to.
I already got the
Same.
You said it was 3.
3 hit
Well,
die.
you can get up to 3.
Yeah.
So that box is still just kind of sparking and bouncing around.
It dies after an hour.
Oh. It doesn't like me. Does anybody else want to try?
Well, just pulls up his great club. If I try, this is what we're using.
Hold on.
Just wanted to let you know. So if someone else has an idea, they can go first.
I mean, that was actually my backup plan. Just break the thing open and take what's out like an egg.
You have no need to do healing, yeah?
Me?
Yeah.
I had done my short rest when between the things, so I back
What's
up.
going on here? Why are we timing out?
I got mage hand.
Go for it.
Let me decide.
Motions.
I don't play magic
After-
people, so I
after
have
you.
to see what I have to. I know. Is it just?
You don't have to
it's a
roll
cantrip?
anything.
It's a yeah. It's a cantrip.
cantrip.
So
Just open the box with it.
No, you lift up the glass case on the side where the metal piece is. So your hand is grabbing onto the metal the silver that's melted from the knife, and lifts up the box. Does anyone want to stealth sleight of hand this?
Whoocha!
Sleight of hand is a 16.
Last ring.
16. You get it.
All right, full collection.
Is it heavy?
with our powers combined.
I honestly don't know. It'd be weird if 2 of them did the same thing, is all I'm thinking.
Put it in the satchel. Or the little bag with all my broken shards of glass and stuff.
Your satchel glows now.
I turn off the lantern just to see the extent of this glow.
10 feet.
Not bad. Not as good as the lantern, but
Light the lantern back up.
The moment you stop moving is the moment it starts fading away.
okay, so these things like movement. They like kinetic energy. I learned that term somewhere.
Valtara.
Thank you.
Well, that makes me just want to shake all of those rings and see what they do.
If
But
you do that, if you move it in one way, that heavy ring's gonna go that way.
I'll leave the testing to you, Wake.
I now have an infinity gauntlet of
All right.
sorts.
So how much health
Infinity
did
gauntlet of cantrips.
how much health did everyone get back?
I'm back up to full.
Same.
I'd only lost a little bit.
I only lost 6
I'll
HP.
Take, I'll take a hit die back after dealing with what I was doing.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Bless you.
Excellent. Sorry.
It's fine.
Allergies are kicking
Yeah.
up again. All right. Well, now with that, is there anything else you want to do in the house before you start heading out?
I can't possibly think of anything. Got my aboleth haunch.
There's the other bedrooms though upstairs.
I mean, there is one more. Yeah, that's right. There is a
Yeah.
entire. There are. You
There's
said
like a
there are
side of the
2
hallway.
Oh, 3 rooms we haven't
And
checked.
one of them is shut. Like
2 of them are shut.
2 of them are shut.
One's open. It's all the way in the back.
Is one of them connected to that hole in the roof that the?
It's the hallway, then the roof, and then the rooms next to it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Watch your step just as you're going up.
I got it.
So, as you enter, there's the broken room that obviously everyone fucked over.
Yes.
Everyone.
there's-
I fucked that over.
All right, you hold that trophy then, Grant. You hold
I
on to it.
destroyed that room. The
Here-
siege mushroom.
Here's your bronze medal.
Thank you. Third place is best.
You definitely put a lot of holes in this house.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
found the way in.
3.
I found the way out.
Oh, that's fair. You actually Ralph Wiggum'd your way inside. So you know what? Here, have a gold one.
Yay!
Yeah, you're the Kool-Aid man here.
You're
Kool-Aid
learning.
Oh
room.
yeah.
He's learning.
So the door on the other side of that room is closed. There are 2 others in the back down the hallway.
Okay.
The one on the right is open, and the one on the left is closed.
And the one on the right that's open that's a completely different one that no one's gone in.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start with that one. So, investigation. That's a 7.
7. You walk around the corner and look inside the room. The stench of death hits you so hard that you have to turn back inside the hallway. Just barely, you saw a flayed open corpse in the side of the room that made you had to stop and turn around and almost hurl.
Sounds like you found something fun.
Yep. There's a flayed man in there. Shut up.
Did he have a hole in his chest, like cut open?
You were the stench and the sight hit you so hard you couldn't get a good look.
Wake's gonna make his way gingerly up the stairs.
You see Morgan kind of like holding his mouth, trying not to throw up.
Wake goes around the corner.
Investigation.
I will investigate this room with a 10.
Same sensation hits you. You barely see a visible form. Just a little bit of the face of a person in the corner of the room, and that stench hits you. That you two almost have to. You cannot enter this room.
Don't get a con save on that one.
Well, just by looking for right now. If you venture into it, you're gonna need to do that.
Oh god.
Like this is what you just see from looking.
Okay. Gonna hold the breath. And we'll try it.
I just stick my lantern in the room. I'll light it up for you.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Go
Wake starts
inside.
walking in.
Roll a con save.
Not bad. 18.
18. Yeah, you're not breathing in the stench as of right now.
It's wafting.
No, you look in the corner. There is a Swivelblin's corpse. It looks like there are 2 giant eggs that are sitting next to it. This looks like it was some kind of nest of sorts that was hobbled together out of flesh.
I like where this is going.
This corpse in particular. Does it look like, the familiar sight of one of those tumor harvesting corpses?
No, it does not. It just looks like the guy was sliced in 2 by the hook horror.
Wake just kind of nods. takes out a cask of lantern oil. Dink. Drip, 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 drip. Just starts pouring it all over everything. Makes a small trail out. Gives a thumbs up to Morgan. Drink, drink. For later, though.
Yeah. Oh, we got 2 more rooms. Oh, God. And I'm the dead one.
Chromagill's just sitting downstairs, hearing all of this, afraid to traverse those stairs again.
Those eggs probably aren't going to be important. I mean, they're going to be cooked soon.
All right,
We
we have 2
hope.
rooms. One across from that death stench hall,
Yeah. So
or the one
here.
across from where Chromagill fell into the hole.
Want to split up?
Sure. I'll go to the one across from Chromagill's whole hall.
Okay. The door is locked.
Not for long. Chromagill! There's a door up here, and it doesn't like being opened.
Chromagill kind of gingerly comes up the stairs, still clearly nervous with every step.
You make it up the stairs with no problem, but you take up the entire hallway.
That one.
This door, you say?
Yep.
Get mine while you're at it.
I mean, yours might not be locked.
Because when they're both shut.
Yeah, they're both shut, but you try to open yours. You're able to actually open it, but it feels like something's barring the other side.
Okay. There's something on the other side blocking this door.
The other one is just locked.
Go
No
him, big guy.
barrier stops Chromagill. Swinging at this, doing an athletics check, I'm guessing, against this door.
Yep, with advantage.
Hey, nat 20. I'll take that.
You Homer Simpson through the door.
There's another Chromagill hole.
Thanks, Chromagill.
Done!
What does he find on the other side since he's the first one in, I guess?
On the other side is a bathroom. It's a washroom filled with all sorts of weird, very aromatic smelling bath salts.
It's a room I don't know I'd have any use for. Good day. Just kind of backs out of it. All right, Morgan, let's see what yours looks like.
You see the bathroom. It's got a lot of like weird smelling salts in here. You actually do notice that from what you saw in the eggs from the other room, you actually notice that one of the shells of the egg is actually being used as some sort of container, almost like that weird cutlery in the kitchenware down below.
Like a hollowed out egg is being used
Yep.
for this? All right.
Beyond that, it's filled with bath salts. You don't know what they are, but they smell really, really nice.
These eggs, they look exactly the same?
Yep.
I'm going to collect this half of an egg. I'm going to walk
It has
over.
bath salts in it.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to the hole.
Hey, Voltara.
Yeah?
Do you know what this belongs to?
I kind of like hand it down the hole.
She takes it. She shows it to Devil Grin. That's a hook horror egg.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't smell like one, though.
It has salt in it. Smelling salts.
Huh.
Probably don't eat them, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab them all. Or as many as I can.
The only other thing you have in that room is a half-filled tub of
With-
water.
Okay.
Of water. And next to it are more of like the utilities for the bathroom. And above it is a small cupboard.
I'm looking in that cupboard.
You actually find a small silver ring.
Feeling like Sonic the Hedgehog over here, dude.
Just silver, no gems or anything on it. Just
Nope, just a regular old ring. It looks like something's supposed to go in it, but there's nothing inside of it.
Unfinished.
I will pocket that one with the rest of them. Dink.
Along with that is just some soap or some random like bits and bobs used for washing yourself in the bathroom.
I'm always gonna smell like fish anyway. It doesn't really matter.
And that's it.
All right.
Now, your
Last
door.
room.
This seems a tad sturdier. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Go ham, big guy.
I'm gonna take that advantage. 23.
23. You bash on top of the door. You dent the entire frame inside, but it's still standing.
Oh,
A challenge.
You did make something. You did make a hole. But something is actually so strong that it's able to keep you from going inside.
Can I get another
you can do it
attempt?
again.
Okay. I was gonna say, is it just
You were making progress. It's just you didn't get all the way in.
Gotcha. Let's try that again. Wow. All right. 7.
You were disheartened.
A
Or
7?
or 8. Sorry.
An 8?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't get a good. Got a 1 and a 2 on those rolls, so you know.
You tried your second attempt. You're just not. You don't feel into it at that second one.
I don't know if I can get this. This is pretty tough.
Walking out of the bathroom. I have an idea. I take the sack off my neck, hold this, and try to punch it. It's got that ring in it.
Are you gonna punch with it in your hand?
Yes.
Roll an athletics plus 20.
Yeah, Wake is very intrigued by what's happening. He needs to know.
I'll still take that advantage just in case. So plus 20, you said?
Yep.
All right. Well, after my own natural bonuses with the die, that would have been 21. So plus that, I guess, is 41.
So everyone downstairs here's
Blow up the entire half of that house.
no, you guys. So
It's just a fucking All Might punch where just a tornado shoots out of the...
We're just sitting there like, all right, let's see how this...
unfortunately, Chromagil, that takes you along with it because of the weight. So you guys watch as that entire section of the wall. You know where the taxidermy was in the far corner?
Uh-huh.
That whole entire side of the building topples over with Chromagil on top of it.
I got it!
So there is now a giant hole on the first and second floor and a pile of rubble where Chromagil is sitting on top of.
Whew! That packs a wallop, Wake!
Yes, it does.
Also, this was a pouch that had like every ring in it, right? So all of those moved at once.
what-
if that would trigger
whatever
anything,
kinetic
DM.
things happen with the rest of those rings probably
Well,
happens.
Chromagil is now lighting up like a Christmas tree because of the light one. Chromagil's body, his veins are visible.
Like, kind of X-ray,
Yep.
like, only it's like weird and plant. Can we see the 4 squirrels that are piloting him?
My secret. My secret revealed!
You see his nervous system.
I mean, I guess he doesn't have a
He doesn't have a heart.
Just as I talk, just little parts of it are like kind of glowing. Hey, I look weird.
And the final thing, I now have to roll something.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Andy's on fire.
I mean, we'll see.
Some sort of wild magic shit.
I rolled a 100.
So, yes, very much wild magic.
I
A
can't-
beholder
I
appears.
can't say what happens.
Okay, so it's just something I haven't perceived yet. I
Something
assume.
has. Everyone watched as Chromagil hit the floor. He kind of sparked and he made like this weird, like almost like, you know, like in most of the videos where like a nebula or a star is born, where it's like a flat surface of light. That happens. It cuts across his entire chest, but nothing appears to have happened.
That was...
Wake, I think you have a package of dramatic rings. It just
No,
makes
I like that. I like that a lot.
everything more exciting.
All the rings are charred.
Charred, like burnt to a crisp? Oh, well. It was really cool when it happened, though.
No, it's not what you think it is, Brian.
birthed a small universe. In me.
Oh,
We're gonna check back in
darn.
a few weeks later, and I'll just have a whole ecosystem within my body.
Just have another universe.
We just witnessed a miniature Big Bang.
What
That's
about
my
What
absurd
about the
guess.
rest of the contents of that pouch?
Crushed.
Okay, so all those things are just crushed and...
Yep. You still have a pouch. It's just there's nothing inside of it.
Okay,
right now.
so the pouch itself was undamaged.
Yeah.
It was just the contents within. Interesting.
I hand you the bag, and just like as you shake it out, it's just ashes.
Cool.
Like Devil Grin, Valtara, and Michi are just standing there like, what the fuck just happened?
Well,
I have a bag of sand.
he gave me a ring that was going to enhance my punch, and just looks at the big hole in the wall. It worked.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're done here. Elemental attunement, light that room on fire. Time to leave. Jumps out of the house.
She grabs you, but Valtara like puts her hand in front of you and pushes you back in front of her.
No, there's fire in there now.
We are outside.
Okay, cool.
Holds her hands out. Bag.
But it's my dirt.
Let me see it.
Okay. I hand it to her.
Rolling Arcana.
Never backtalk Dino Mom.
Dino Mom rolls a nat 20.
Well, she knows everything about that bag of dirt.
She hands it back to you very quickly. Who used it last?
That was me.
Are you familiar with wild magic?
I know magic can get pretty wild sometimes, but
Pretty crazy.
wild and crazy magic.
That's what they always say.
She like looks through her books and starts flipping through them. She's just like, she like reads through like all the effects she's ever seen.
Am I still like translucent and glowing?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty wild.
I don't know how long that'll last for, and you said the effects. One was strength. One was
Well, I mean, one was momentum.
well, no, the momentum is what caused it. Yes, but what were the effects of them? One was strength. The other
One of them
was,
lit up when you moved a little. Another one apparently pointed his nervous system. That.
And then there was like a flash when I landed. I
She-
didn't see what it did
she-
though.
Some weird
she puts her hand to you.
explosion.
She puts her hand to you. It goes through you.
Hey,
How'd you do that?
careful
I
with that.
didn't.
Yeah, you did. You totally touched him, but then you did.
Your hand goes through him.
Do I have any sort
don't
of
feel it.
sensation about this?
You have no sensation. Nothing.
Now, okay,
I
Chroma
take,
go.
I take the bag of dirt. I push
Nothing.
it- Okay, nothing. Just push it through him.
Yep.
Chroma Gill tries to touch Wake. Like just
You
tries
do
to
it. You-
tries to put his hand on him. Well, I can touch you.
Well, that's really convenient.
If that was the fourth ring.
Tries to touch his own chest.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
You're
I don't-
fine. You're
and I
still
have
there.
no idea what the fifth one might have done. So we got the thing that shows his insides, the thing that meant whoosh, the thing that
He's ethereal.
the thing that broke the house,
Chromagil, you now know what it's like to be a ghost.
the thing that lit up. So there's one more
Spooky.
in there that does something that we have no idea what it does.
Wait, why would the Swivelblin need something that makes him ethereal?
I don't know, maybe not to get hacked into bits like that room that's on fire.
Wait a minute. A room. What was down there in the caves again?
The
Medical equipment,
Rageapede.
Rageapede apparently, an alchemic table, mining equipment, and a large crate full of these. So they were mining down there.
She's gonna roll a history check. God damn, good. She's all by process of elimination. She's just like rubbing her chin. There was another room.
Well, I mean, eventually the rest of this place is gonna burn down. The thing that's rocky down there won't.
You mean
Down below, yes.
I mean, if that's
might
where
explain the Rageapede. It might have where it went.
It might explain where it hit off to, yes.
Huh.
Did we miss a room down there?
Well, looks
I believe
like we
so.
did.
It looks like she like looks over to one of the broken off walls. Walk in that direction.
Just starts going.
You pass through the wall.
Ooh. This is even better than breaking the wall. Just keeps going.
The
What-
ring must have gave him an ethereal form to actually pass through, and there was a secret room down there.
Well,
What do my dark sight eyes see?
You're not in the room.
Oh, okay.
You're like
I'm just
you just
walking
kind of
through a
walk
wall.
through a wall
yeah.
Gotcha.
that's already on the ground floor because you knocked the entire half of a house to the ground.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
We're in the backyard now.
But so then, what was the fifth what was the fifth ring?
I have absolutely no idea. It's dirt now.
Whatever it was, that's probably where the wild magic came from.
Probably why they all disintegrated.
Grumwiggle heads over to the little like starts heading towards the basement area. I don't know how long this is going to last. I want to see if I can get through whatever barrier was stopping us.
I'm gonna roll something real quick for you.
So how are you keeping your feet on the ground if you're like able to walk through everything?
I try not to ask those kinds of questions.
Yeah, you're still ethereal.
All right. No, you probably took your rope back.
We can still use it.
Here, let me down there, or
I mean,
someone
we're in the
secure
like
this.
the rocky part of the house that won't burn. So
Well, the kitchen, and it was near the kitchen area where the basement was.
yeah, that part will burn.
Would the rope even work?
Why not?
He phased through that building.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I
he-
try to
I
pick
mean-
up the rope.
I mean,
guess.
apparently he can touch whatever he thinks he's going to touch.
Well, you could still stand on ground, says Devil Grin.
You can still touch me.
Open my.
But wait a minute, if there's a secret room, then mayhaps there's a secret way to get into it. Maybe
we-
another exit.
Or if we just break the walls.
Well, if I can figure out where it is, I'll at least have a good idea of where it leads.
Micha kind of just like snaps her fingers. She points over to the barn.
Oh yeah, we haven't been in the shed. Cool, we can just let that up there burn. Those eggs, they just need to go.
Real quick, him mentioning hook horror eggs. I remember being the kind of only one who knew anything about them. I wanted to see if I can do, would it be a nature or history to learn about, like, would I ever be aware if hook horrors imprint when they hatch?
Those eggs are gone.
Yeah.
I know,
much.
but knowing that they're gone, you'll be like, they lay eggs. Maybe in the future I can save one and see.
I'll let you decide.
All right, I'm gonna roll a nature one. Not a good roll. 13.
The idea has crossed your mind, but you're not sure how valid it would actually work.
Next time you find eggs, let me know. I'm curious to do some research.
You got it.
Sorry, one more chug of coffee.
So that place is burning, you know.
You can go back outside.
Oh, we are outside. I'm not staying in a burning building.
Well, there is the barn left that is covered in that alchemic agent where the other hook horrors have now burnt away.
Look, there's just like a puddle of goo.
The barn is closed up.
All right, I'm gonna leap back up to the roof where I was, and now that I don't have that ring weighing me down, that should be pretty easy.
Yep.
Just gonna break in through the roof.
Athletics check to break through a roof.
Just up there, just whoop-ha!
And that's a 15.
You break through the roof. The ceiling piece collapsed down, and you hear something break underneath it, something wooden.
All right, got a way in.
Shine my lantern down just to look inside the hole I broke open.
There are 4 elongated bodies along the floor that move away from the light.
I think there are some of those centipedes in there. They aren't nearly as horrifying as the real ones.
Gromagil heads over to this barn and doesn't fully walk in, but just kind of
You
sticks.
can't, it's barred over. Unless you want to break it.
Aren't I ethereal?
That's fair. I'm sorry, I
leans his head in.
Yeah, I'm just going to lean my head in to see what I
roll a
see.
stealth check.
Not a great stat for me, but hey. All right, so nat 1 on stealth, so I'm announcing my presence as I enter. Let me look.
You
Collapse because also
you see a nest of centipedes now all skittering away, trying to go up towards the ceiling.
oh, they're coming for you, Wake. There's some centipedes down there.
I cast Shatter into this barn.
All right, so go ahead and tell me the stats of that again.
Shatter is a con save, 10-foot AoE. So I'm just going for...
That will hit everying in there. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that
good.
also includes Chromagil.
I mean, he's ethereal, so we'll see how that works out for him.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's Chromagil. Let's get him. Let's fucking shake his face off.
Like a baby, like just shake it. Just shake him.
It's like that one shot in DBZ when I think Gotenks is charging up on Fat Boo, and you just see the ripples on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're just seeing that on Chromagil's face. Just
Oh man.
The louds are going off.
I was gonna say, are the lollipops still there?
Yep.
All right, and that's 3d8 for anything that does not make the con save. That's 10. 16 damage.
What's the con?
Constitution saving throw DC 14.
Okay. First one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails.
All right.
Fourth one fails.
Oh god, there's a lot of them.
do I have to roll against this?
Nest.
Fifth one fails.
I'm really glad they're all failing, and now that I know
Sixth
how
one
much
fails.
I am having a bad time.
7 nat 20s, it's alive.
Oh god.
And 8 fails.
Okay, so those that fail take
you need
six-
to roll as
I
well.
was gonna say, is this a con save? You said?
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, nat 20. I have a feeling I'm okay.
All right, you're good. You only take half.
With that nat 20, he's taking nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's invisible. Intangible, that one. So yeah,
Incorporeal.
that's
If it's invincible, why can I see
yeah,
it?
16 to anything that failed, 8 to those that passed. Sonic damage, thunder.
The entire top of the barn lifts up in blood.
That looked neat.
I think I got him.
Mixed into the blood is the alchemic agent.
Goddamn xenomorphs over here.
What's the clean? It's the cleaning agent.
The cleaning crew.
Yeah,
is
so
here.
now this entire barn smells like just burning batteries.
Melting awake flesh, I guess.
Ew.
I'm gonna do whatever I can using my abilities to get this shit off me.
Product.
You're fine for now.
Yeah.
But
elemental
Chromagil,
attunement.
looking inside, this entire place exploded. It looks like just a nuke fell inside of it.
So I don't know how many of them I got.
It is now the entire room, the entire barn is now at least 10 feet full of liquid and blood.
Oh, this is going to be icky. Does a perception check of 10 to just see if there's anything else in there.
It's full of blood and liquid. It's the agent
Blood
searing.
ocean.
Yeah, it's the alchemic agent now searing away at the blood.
Well, hey, you know what? If we're gonna get in there, we might want to open something to let this drain out, because your feet are going to get a little toasty if you take some steps.
How about the door?
I mean, sure, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, that'll drain it.
Heads over to the door and
Just sitting
Well-
there in like shook horror.
Valtara kind of just like goes to grab the door.
You might want to stand back.
Okay. She like stands off to the side and she's now gonna open the door. She takes because of the explosion, she takes the entire side of the building with
Welcome
her.
to The Shining.
So the entire fucking building now collapses on itself.
Oh God, no!
Wake, roll an acrobatics check.
Ah!
I'm really glad everyone who owned this farm is dead. Otherwise, we would owe someone seriously.
There's a modified 20 as their house burns behind us.
You jump out of the way.
Oh God!
Well, think of it this way: with all the mushroom-shaped holes, they'll think it was a fungal revolt.
I need everyone to roll a con save as the blood now washes over the area.
Oh no.
Because those were rageapedes. Guess what was mixed into the agent?
I was gonna say, I wondered if Wake was gonna lose his senses there for a little bit.
Constitution save, that is a 13.
12.
10.
Micha survives it.
Battle Royale!
Devil Grin survives it. Valtara fails with a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not
great!
Dino Mom.
We
Dino Mom gets the strength boost, anger rage.
Blood fight!
everyone at this table goes into a frenzy.
Ah!
And we're gonna have to black out here.
Oh boy.
It's the blood ray from Blade.
And their bodies were never recovered.
You know what was really
Let
sad?
me double check the time we have because this kind of like 7:30.
Half an hour! Ah!
Okay, well, I'll have to enact Plan C then.
I knew I should have communed with spirits before we did this. Because I have a rage ghost in me already.
Everyone here, please roll me initiative real quick.
Yes!
No, not yet.
Christ.
We're not fighting yet. I think that might have to be for next session.
Say 23.
23?
8.
22.
All right, so you're going first. Your entire vision was red for the longest time. You just felt absolute anger, and you don't know where, and you don't know why, and you don't know how to place it. But for some reason, something just had to feel your wrath. and you start to calm down, and all of a sudden the world around you begins to like spin, and then finally stop. You are now sitting under a giant bioluminescent mushroom. You are in a mushroom forest.
Oh, this is nice.
Your entire body is covered in cuts, and you are missing all of your gear. Your clothing's there, all of your stuff is gone.
The fuck? Oh man, I'm gonna need to figure this shit out.
When you stand up, your legs are so weak it makes you fumble backwards. You look down, there's a bear trap on your ankle.
Ah, that really hurts.
But for some reason, it doesn't hurt.
Oh, that doesn't hurt, but man, do I feel bad about it.
That will probably hurt when my senses come back.
Once I get my nerves back, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna start working on that bear trap. And
Medical.
yep, that's fine.
Natural 20, that bitch.
It didn't break the skin. By all accounts, it should have, but it looks like the metal that was lashed around your ankle, your skin folded the metal.
Oh man, I'm so fucking tough.
It's just scrap metal now at this point.
Oh. Oh boy. That's right, that stuff makes you strong. Oh, I'm so strong. Oh god, my head.
You feel your entire body start to shrink as you're getting your senses back.
I hope that's a normal side effect.
You feel average now. Like, you don't feel like...
Might have bulked up a little.
Yeah, you bulked up a little bit, but you're no worse for wear now.
Should I assume I have 0 key points right now, as I would have just been in a massive rage?
Yep.
Okay.
You have full HP, you just don't have any of your abilities.
Ha! Nothing touched me. Take that!
Speaking of nothing touching you, an ethereal, enraged Chromagil seems like a very bad opponent to come
We
up
might
against.
not have fought each other.
Instead of Hollow Man, it's Hollow
So what do you want to do now that you're in this bioluminescent mushroom field?
Now that I'm looking at this bioluminescent mushroom field, I am going to take a moment to see if I can find my own tracks to see how I got here.
Roll me a survival check.
Now, by not having any of my gear, I'm glad I'm in a bioluminescent area, because that means I also don't have any of my light equipment, right?
Nope.
Okay. Survival check is a 17.
17?
Looking for them raptor boot prints.
Well, you don't see footprints, because you see a bunch of mushrooms that are crushed under your feet. It looks like you came from the north.
Okay, so that way.
Unfortunately, because you're in the Underdark, you have no possible way to understand where north exactly is.
Oh man, that's really confusing then. Okay, so I came from north. Fuck.
Could be anyway.
You do know a way to get out of here, though. You know the path that you took before you just, fell to this giant mushroom.
Thank you, Mr. Mushroom. You were a great place to rest. All right, so I will... that way.
Just kind of start walking and...
You are walking in a direction where the bioluminescence is not as strong, and it's starting to get darker. However, you do start to see what looks like fire off in the distance.
Oh, that's a good sign. Hopefully.
It's a really big fire, and based on what you've done before, it probably was the result of you guys burning down that building.
Ah, perfect. I'll head towards that.
Yeah. You start walking in that direction. The entire world around you is now eclipsed in darkness.
Other than that fire in the distance.
I give myself hand torches with my elements.
You look down, there are tar pits on the floor.
Oh man, how the fuck did I do that?
You didn't do this, this was natural.
Well, yeah, I know, but how the fuck did I get across it is what I'm wondering to myself. Do I look like I have tar on me?
No.
So I didn't even come that way.
I'm going to follow the lip of the tar pit to see if I can, find a way around.
Roll me a survival check.
Flashback a few minutes ago, you just see Chromagil throwing Wake into the darkness.
That is 21.
All right. There looks like what used to be a tower that is toppled over. And you are now standing at the outcroppings of what that building used to be.
That might be Chromagill.
It's a stone tower. This looks like it was lost to time.
Okay. Does it look like it's the bridge that made its way across the...
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna hop up on that.
It is
and-
very slippery.
Oh boy. Careful, Wake.
Walking across this will consider difficult terrain.
Careful, Wake. Nice and easy. Back to hopefully.
And Wake starts flashing through his head.
Oh man, I hope I didn't kill anybody.
Roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
A save, actually. I apologize.
Save?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I actually have proficiency in that. That is a 17.
You're just about to topple over when you get on all fours and hang on to the wall.
Okay. All fours now. Just nice and careful.
You look over to the left and you see that there's a toad looking up at you from the tar pit.
Sup, buddy? How are you?
It opens its mouth and licks you in the face.
Okay.
It's trying to pull you in.
No.
Strength save.
Strength save is a 22.
There's a visible tug of war.
No, not right now.
But you're able to pull it. It almost looks like you're about to pull the toad up with you. It lets go of you and dives back in.
Yeah, I'd fucking better. Asshole. Slowly, carefully, but a little quicker. Now that I
Acrobatics.
know there are assholes out here.
Acrobatics, that is a 14.
No.
You're barely holding on. You are just touching the edge of the left side.
Okie dokie. Just shimmy along this tower.
There's a toad now sitting in your way.
Oh, you motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
It is
Look,
big, and it also looks like it has more than just 2 eyes. It has 2 eyes going down its neck.
I'm gonna climb up, try to get my footing back on top of this tower.
All right. I have had a very confusing, I don't know how long it's been. And I don't know if you can understand me. But I need you to move.
Animal handling.
So I can get back that way, or I will eat your eyes.
He has a history of it.
I have with this specific creature. Animal handling is a modified 20.
So move.
As I slowly inch towards it, I start making myself larger and more intimidating, or trying to.
It doesn't attack you. You kind of just like crawl past it, but now you feel it shifting its weight, and you feel something slimy sit on your spine.
Oh, god damn it, no. Fine.
He is now sitting on your back.
Okay. Oh, this sucks. Get off me, please.
You feel it lick on you again.
No.
But you feel like it's actually aiming for the back of your neck.
Okay.
It does it again.
Okay.
Does it feel like it's pulling anything off with it?
No. It just is constantly trying to lick at that one spot.
It's just being annoying. Gotcha.
After. Okay, if I didn't.
Acrobatics with disadvantage.
Rolled the same thing twice, funny enough. That is a 14 again.
14?
Okay. You can stop that. I'm tickled.
Yeah, the thing's cold tongue, races up the side of your spine.
Ooh.
That you actually lose your footing, but you're on the other side, so your
no,
leg
no.
only falls in the tar pit.
Wait, what was that?
Your leg only falls in the tar pit.
No! Oh, gross.
Taking 3 points of fire damage.
Oh, God, it's so hot! You swim in that? Why?
It licks at your neck again. When you stand up, it's attached to your back.
Okay. Oh. My name you Licky.
It tries to nibble at the back of your head now.
Stop.
No, its mouth is encased around the back of your entire head.
Okay, no, seriously, stop.
Athletics check. It's grappling you.
Oh, god damn it.
Athletics is a 21.
Stop it, you idiot. I don't know. How's this going?
You pull him off. You are now holding him in your hand.
All right, come on. Under the arm.
Animal handle.
That is a 21 again, actually.
He sits calmly under your arm.
Come on, Licky.
He has a little anglerfish anchor on the top of his head.
Is it illuminating?
Yep.
All right, cool. That's my torch.
Then you're heading back in that direction. With this toad's help, you're actually able to illuminate the area enough that you know where not to step in.
Oh, that's hooked horror poop. Walk around that.
Your turn.
Okay.
As you wake up, you are looking down and you feel dirt in your mouth. As you sit up, you are now looking over what looks like a giant ravine that leads into lava.
Okay.
Your face was hanging off the side of a cliff.
Gonna try and scoot away from the edge
All right.
and get
Acrobatics check.
acrobatics. That's a 5.
The entire side of the cliff begins to shift with your weight. It doesn't fall all the way, but it stops, and you are now edging not 90 degrees, like 45 degrees downward.
Oh God. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
You can now see the entire staircase leading into what looks like a city that is sitting on the top of the lava. But this is like a 600 to 800 foot drop.
Yeah, no, that'll kill me. Oh. Got nothing, no equipment. Da, 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 da. Oh, frick. Elren.
They're there.
Oh, hey, big guy.
Your gear's gone, by the way.
Oh, God damn it. Well. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Elren. Mighty strange situation you got yourself in there. I know you're loving this, aren't you? Oh, I am. Shame we don't have any equipment, otherwise I'd help you. But you don't got that much time, do you? No. Hey, don't be so mean to him. Shut up!
There is something looking up at you along the wall.
Hello?
You see a moving eye. Oh. On top of what looks like a piece of rock.
I'm gonna try one more time to slowly, like, combat crawl backwards from the edge.
Acrobatics.
That is a 12.
Better. As you're moving back, you're still in that 45-degree angle, so it's kind of weird as you're motioning yourself backwards. The eye is now way more visible, and it's hanging off a like what looks like a stalactite that's sticking out of the wall, or out of the side of the cliff, and it looks up at you, and you see a visible grin apply on top of the stalagmite. You're still moving away, though.
Yeah. What the what? Are you guys seeing this? Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna try one more time.
This time I'd actually like you to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Same stat, technically, so.
Fair enough, yeah.
Pretty much. So it's a 14.
14? It is not... Whatever this creature is, it is not aware of your movement enough that you're actually able to get on top of flat surfacing.
So I'm
Yep,
no longer 45 degrees.
You are no longer 45 degrees aiming downward.
Oh God.
Get up and look at my surroundings now that I'm on solid ground.
No.
No. Okay.
You are on solid ground, yes, but it looks like when you look behind you, as you remember as you were declining down the staircase, you remember that there's a lip that kind of like bars the entire, like there's a wall that bars the entire edge off. You somehow jumped over that. There is like 10 feet of space and then a 30-foot wall in front of you.
What the?
It is made of cobblestone, so it's
Yeah, I
not
was
a
gonna say.
completely smooth surface.
And that was what was behind me when I got up.
Yes.
Well,
There are more of those weird barnacle-like things protruding off the side of the wall. You can see them hanging off the side.
well, there's only one way.
Start going along the pathway downwards, away from the 30-foot wall.
There is no...
There's nothing.
It's like 10 foot out. You're standing on top of that 10-foot outcropping.
Yep.
And then there's the wall. If you keep going north, you're going to reach this point where there is no more place to walk. Same with going south.
I'm gonna do a perception check real quick. Just
Okay.
kind of get a
With disadvantage, it is darkness.
That is a 1, my good sir.
All you have is the wall right now.
Shoot. Let me just look at something here. No equipment. Should have some of my abilities here. There is something that I might be able to do. Never really get to use this ability, so forgive me.
Yeah.
So I have to look it up again.
Hey, I told you this was a plan C.
Yeah.
I like the idea of us all being split up, though. I'm curious as to how we'll.
Yeah, I want to see what
reconnect.
happened here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out how we retrace these steps and go, oh my lord, we were terrible. Or thank God someone got us away from each other really quick.
Thank God somebody disarmed me. I mean, actually, that's not all that effective, all things considered.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Inquisitor's Eye. So basically, if I do a Insight, Intimidate, Investigation, or Perception check, I can add a D4 to that.
Okay.
So I'm going to do an Investigation check. That's a 13.
13. Funny enough, you can see the imprints of what looks like your hand that pushed against the wall and actually moved it enough that you can now... There are, like, weird man-made outcroppings that you could climb back up. But you have no idea how you were... Like, based on your state and how the venom works, you must assume that you had enough strength that you were able to push your hand into the wall and push enough of the cobblestone out of place.
well,
Got nowhere else to go. I'm going to try and actually scale that wall now.
Roll athletics check.
Alrighty. Oh, boy. Oh, God almighty.
Dear God.
That's a 3.
Morgan's having a rough time getting back.
You start climbing up, and then unfortunately your hand kind of like falls apart. It's too smooth and too slippery for you to keep a grip on. You kind of like stumble backwards a little bit. You feel like you have enough space that there's wiggle room to do so, but then you stop because something behind you like stops you from moving. You turn around, the stalagmite is there behind you. There's no face. The stalagmite that was not there before is now there.
I think it likes you.
Morgan's going to try climbing again. That's another 3.
Dear Jesus. Oh, God.
You turn around, there's now an eye looking at you from the stalagmite. It's wider than your body.
let's see here. Third time's the charm, because I want to see where this goes. Different. It's a 4.
Hey!
Better than a 3.
You actually got a grip on one of them this time.
You don't get anywhere.
I don't get anywhere.
There's now a smile on the,
I was about to say.
stalagmite.
I turn towards the stalagmite and give it my full attention. Where am I?
Said you're in the land of lost children.
Island of misfit
I
toys.
was gonna say, look, just because we call Voltara Dynamom does not mean I'm a child. Let me see.
It spoke Underdark.
Damn.
Oh, so by the way, were those stalagmites there, like 10 feet away against the wall to the left and to the right?
Oh no.
Morgan's about to get eaten
Yeah.
by rocks.
By sentient Underdark rocks.
This pet rock thing has gone way too far.
Ropers.
I'm curious. I'm gonna actually try and climb on that stalactite or stalagmite.
Roll an athletics check.
Let's see where this goes.
Ride him, Morgan.
That's a 7.
Oh dear.
I was a dead man.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be a dead man.
Doesn't respond. You have enough footing that you are now 10 feet further up than when you used to be. You can still see the... Oh, Morty! You can now see the outcroppings of your hand still going up the wall. That's another 20 feet, though. You now see a fleshy tendril coming out of the rock below you.
I'm gonna try and jump off that stalagmite onto the wall and grab those handprints. So would that
Athletics.
be acrobatics or athletics?
You can make it acrobatics.
Okay, because I am.
You can make a choice here.
Okay, because I am jumping off of an elevated platform. So.
Yes.
Oh god. An 18.
There you go.
You do it with absolute ease. You're actually able to grab a piece of the wall, and you feel very sturdy and very confident in your ability to hold on to it.
Okay, so that means I'm at the 20-foot mark, I'm guessing.
You are now at the 20-foot mark. The tendrils are now climbing up, and there is more of them appearing from the side of the wall.
Oh! And since I got nowhere to jump, it has to be athletics from now on.
You can make it athletics or acrobatics of your choice at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna try and basically like.
Spider-Man leap your way up.
Oh
this
god,
wall.
no! It's the fucking thing from Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I'm literally jumping from wall segment to wall segment.
Just trying to bounce your way up.
Making an Xing your way
That's a
up to fight
15.
Sigma.
10 feet left.
Oh god.
More and more tendrils are appearing.
Oh, thank god. 21.
You hop across the wall. You fall another 30 feet. That's enough of your speed that you're not going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
You are now on the other side of the wall. You see it, you look in front of you. There's the tilt-over cart in the road.
Huh. I mosey on towards it.
You see the house burning.
Okay.
You look down. The bodies look like they have been moved out of the cart from last they were. There are visible punch marks where there wasn't one. It looks like something has bludgeoned into these bodies.
I'm gonna start Morgan's gonna start making his way to the burning house.
Okay, Chromagill.
Hey!
Do not be alarmed, brother!
The worst fate of all.
Your vision returns to you, and there are 3 very tall funglets standing in front of you. Do not be alarmed!
Okay, salutations. Kind of cringes a little bit. Brothers,
Yes, good! It speaks like us! For a second there, we thought it was stupid!
no. You.
Ah, it responds to us, good!
Hello, hi.
Hello! They pat you on the face.
I've missed this.
Another hand like starts probing you.
Okay, yes, you found me. Hello, hi.
Good. It responds to touch. It no longer is encased in the venom.
Yes, what, hi. Could you explain to me hello, my name is Chromagill. I come from, kind of like point up. You know, where the sun is. Hi.
They kind of like all lurch back.
I mean you no harm. I promise. I understand our kin sometimes don't get along.
The above dweller.
Yes, hi, hello. That's me.
That is fascinating. That is why you are more rotund than us.
Sure, yes, absolutely.
I love that I'm in the middle of the shouting match right now.
I'll just be over here. It's fine.
Could you? It seems I've gotten myself. I kind of like look around, see if I can get any bearings on where I am.
You're in a giant innard cave.
I seem to have gotten myself separated. I was actually here with a group of travelers. Have you seen any other surface dwellers down here?
No, you ran through the wall. You actually are no longer ethereal. Your body is returned to normal.
That sounds right. That sounds like something I'd do. But
the funniest thing about that, they point over to where you ran from. There's no physical like outlining of you or any sort of like broken in barrier.
Oh,
you phased through here.
Yeah. So earlier, my friends and I had found it's a long story, but I eventually found a way to be somewhat ethereal, but it seems to have worn off now. So that's probably how that happened. Say, there weren't any like corpses in my path, were there?
No, Ghost Fat.
You know, having that turned back around on me, I see how it works. Thank you, Slim Shady.
How did you guess? How did you guess?
Oh, I can see you just fine. It's easy to describe.
Excellent. They have at least 3 feet more than you.
So, I appreciate your hospitality. Thank you. I'm sure I came in here in some sort of...
Hospitality is a strong word, brother.
Well,
They point over to the side. It looks like there's one of them dead in the corner.
Oh, my. Was that me?
We don't know. We heard a noise. Someone was screaming about a ghost. And then we walked in here and there you were.
Well, I was probably that ghost. All right, I don't want to try and start this, building this bridge with lies, so I'm just going to be upfront with you. We encountered some rageapedes, or at least that's what they've been told to me.
Indeed, you are covered in their venom.
Okay, good. You know what I'm talking about. So yes, they did that to me. So I apologize if this individual was injured by me, but I want you to understand I wasn't in control of my faculties and would not do that by choice.
We understand,
today.
brother. But now there is a debt to pay.
I understand. What are your customs, brother?
Let us go outside. As they lead you over towards like an incline that leads upwards, but it looks like it's far too skinny for you to get through. You're gonna have to do an acrobatics check to get it through it.
This
way!
All right, your travel methods are a little different than mine, so I apologize if, please bear with me. Have patience. I'm new to this.
Use your ghost powers!
Well, hey, I nat 20 through that bitch, so, that works. You got it! Again, going to level with you. Don't know if I can do that again.
You are now in a bioluminescent mushroom field.
Oh, this is nice.
But they all have faces and they're staring at you.
Oh, less nice. Hello, I'm Chromagill. I come from the above.
We thought you were Ghost Fat.
Well, you can call me that. My circle back home called me Chromagill, but if Ghost Fat is more palatable to you, by all means I'll answer to it.
Oh, please pardon us. We did not know you were a surface sovereign. You are just so tiny.
You know, look,
Mushroom race war.
You know, there's different ways to quantify big, and I have a feeling if we, say, stood on a scale, I might be bigger than you.
Oh, we know. You are far superior in strength than us.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed. Your girth adds to that.
That kind of proudly looks at his big hulky ants. Yes, it does. I'm glad you noticed.
We were more afraid of you for the fact that your gills illuminate a weird color. We figured you as some kind of toxic creature.
Well, I can assure you there's nothing toxic about me.
Except for the venom that's covering your body.
Well, that's not from me, it's just on me. Kind of keeps trying to, wipe it off. I
There
don't
were
want
others like you that ran that way.
Oh!
A blue one. We disrobed them as they were running.
Oh, okay.
It was not easy, but we were able to take away all of their materials before they did any damage to the forest.
Oh, well, that's very good. Well thought out plan.
Yes, and then we threw him near the tar pits where he will surely drown in fire.
Oh, that sounds really bad. You should tell me where that is. Maybe I can help him.
Because he tried to kill us.
Look,
I only tried.
In your rage state, they tell you that in your rage state, you were not able to, discern them from actual living creatures.
So I probably just murdered a bunch of trees. Mushroom trees.
No, he did splatter many of the frogs that live in the bog.
Oh, that explains many things.
well,
Repressed memories.
Well, you know how Rageapede venom can affect a person.
How do you? You're from the surface.
Well, I've been
Affected by it.
kind of points off in the distance where I assume the glow of the fire is at least
It's not there.
Oh, is it not there? Okay.
Nope.
Maybe I've been out for longer than everyone else.
You were underground too.
That too. Well, it's my traveling companions and I. We were accosted by them, and one among us was an expert in the Underdark biology. So he filled us in on what their venom would do.
What creature was this?
His name is Devilgrin. He kind of looks like a kind of a dragon-like figure with a bit of a mangled mouth.
Oh, the lava-born are coming to the surface then.
I suppose that's not how I had heard them referred to.
Beyond the staircase, there lies a pit of fire. That's
Yes.
where they hail from.
Yes, I do believe. Yes, that was where he came from, but
Brother, how do you walk with one who can sear our flesh? They're all now hushed and oh shit, what?
well,
They're apparently these are all commoners, and you pretty much just blew their mind. I killed 7 in one blow is basically what you told them.
well, he never offered to sear my flesh. He seemed like a well-mannered chap, and so I traveled with him. He's defended me on actually already multiple occasions, and I've known him for perhaps I don't know if you have days down here, but
What are days?
it's a length of time that some creatures use to kind of use
Like a lunar cycle?
Sure, yes, a lot like that, only probably smaller.
How would they know what that is?
That's a good question.
Grovagil's not going to think about how they knew that. Just he's going to, common ground, sure, lunar cycles,
We also was the other one, the large dragon creature and the small human. Were they a part of your band as well?
The large dragon creature. Do you mean like
It was adorned with 3 horns and was breathing lightning.
Yes, that would be Voltara. A big thunder lizard. I sometimes called her. Maybe.
Ah, this is unfortunate.
Why?
We sent her into the den of the megapedes.
Oh,
Doesn't sound great.
those seem, based on my knowledge of language, megapede, is that going to be just a bigger ragepede kind of thing?
They eat the ore that comes naturally from the earth.
Oh, well, then they probably won't be interested in flesh.
They also eat metal.
Hey, they eat metal, they eat, that kind of thing. She's not made of that, so I'm sure she's safe. Right?
We suppose we did not choose to guess. Yeah, I guess.
I think
We have their material. We have their material possessions. We have no use for them.
Well, I'm sure they would appreciate it if they allowed me to return them, but you also mentioned a debt that needed to be paid, and I would not like to leave here without at least establishing what that's going to be.
Then we wish for you to slay the megapede.
Oh, okay. I'm sure my friends are very, very experienced in combat. I'm sure that's something that we can arrange.
You are so bold to accept this quest. Most would quiver in fear at the idea of such a thing.
Well, lucky for you, I'm not entirely sure what a megapede is, and I'm going to accept this before figuring out.
That is most wise.
As is all of my sovereign decisions.
You'll have to forgive us here. You are not quite the sovereign, short one.
Well, that's okay. It's been a journey of personal growth here, and while I might not be the bigger mushroom among you, I'll be
we are not either.
Oh,
That is the All-Father. There is one that is 20 feet standing down looking at you.
well, hello, fellow sovereign. I'm sure that seems insulting to you.
are my children.
Well, you've kind of looks around and
Oh,
tries.
one moment. Comet-sized fluff balls begin to fall from the earth.
Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that, Licky.
Yeah, everyone else hears like this giant earthquake cacophony.
Hold on, maybe we can blow it away.
What the hell?
Well, hopefully, so you said you saw some of my companions traveling back that way?
Indeed.
I understand that the debt is for me to slay the megapede, but would it be all right if I gathered my friends first? I'm very concerned for their well-being, and they'd also be of great assistance in such a task.
Very well. The last one we saw ventured that way.
All right, then I guess I'll do my best to find him.
If you are to slay the megapede, we shall grant you one item that is a custom of ours. They hand you a giant piece of wood that is covered in red caps.
Oh. Well, this seems like a hefty tool. What? How do I wield it? Kind of like just looks at it.
You break it across a creature's skull.
Oh.
The mushrooms will grow upon the blood, thus why they are red.
Oh. What do the mushrooms do anything once they start growing?
You will know in time when the blood is filled. This will be part of your debt to pay.
So use this specifically on the megapede?
On anything that will drain blood.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Your belongings are gone as well.
Okay.
They only give you that.
Oh man, so
So in order to get our shit back, we have to fight a megapede.
Yep.
Well, hooray for being proficient in unarmed combat.
Well, at this point, this is where we'll stop.
All right, we'll regather at the smoldering house.
Real quick, is there a name for that I can have just to write it down?
They have no name for it. They just call it blood drink.
Hey, you know what? That's a name. Sure, I'm just gonna call it.
They call it the not hungry stick.
Stick with blood caps or red caps. Sorry.
Yep.
The anti-starvation stick.
It acts like a great club.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll regather at the smoldering corpse of that building next time at the table. But before we go, I think we got art.
We do have fan art, yes.
We got
And
art.
I cannot fucking believe I had to enact Plan C.
Well, I mean, sometimes you
happens.
all
Yeah,
fail.
shit happens. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. It's fine.
You got a rage break.
Sometimes
I'm just glad we didn't murder our own party.
Yeah, I'm glad these guys seem pretty chill with the fact that I apparently murdered one of them. And
Hey, as long as you're paying off the blood debt.
Although Wake continues to murder frogs, I guess.
God.
Sorry, my
Old habits die hard.
You're basically doing them a favor of slaying just this big pest as well as empowering their occult weapon.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're pretty much taking their ritualistic weapon and actually making it more powerful.
Chromagill's not gonna ask questions. He just knows that he stumbled into these people's lives, killed one of them, and they haven't killed him back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's willing to go, hey, if this is gonna be some fucked up cult weapon that you're gonna use for ill, I can't stop you.
All right, so first
Rage
up,
until you get tuckered and have to take a nap.
I'm trying to be as true neutral as he can.
from Marvel Poison, I wanted to draw a Dear Sweet Bliss since her introduction. I don't know what color palette to give her, so I left it monochrome.
Aw, she looks great.
She looks adorable.
Good
I'm
stuff,
such a
Marvel.
huge fan of that frilly dress, by the way.
If you had to give a color palette to work
I
with,
said she
what
was like
would
a
you
dark
guess?
purple.
Okay.
Yep.
Dark purple skin,
Dark purple skin, dark hair.
black horns.
Yeah, something like that.
Looks very good. Adorbs.
It's very adorable. Thank you so much. Next up, from Setos Astaire. Remember this little bit?
I gotta feed the meter. Don't take it in. I'm right here.
Yep, gotta feed the meter is what it says.
Yep.
I love your tiger kilt.
Yeah.
The raptor boots.
And also next up, from Setos Astaire.
Oh yeah!
Very appropriate for today as well.
Yes, very
No
appropriate.
kidding.
He's just his gills are whatever color Kool-Aid he's serving.
In this case, he's serving quite a bit of colors.
It's like blue raspberry and strawberry.
Here's the
kiwi.
packets I have available. Take your pick.
Oh God, it's like the
Here, let me put it in.
Oh, right here. Boom. God, he's a natural pixie dust dispenser.
Just
Oh,
sneezes and
yeah.
it's all Kool-Aid.
My gills are filled with candy.
Line up, children.
Oh God.
Every creature that takes a bite out of him gets a sugar rush and then immediately crashes.
Jesus.
All right.
Thank you so much. Next up, from Shannon Lee.
Oh.
Haunted Toaster Zero. Poor Micha doesn't have any official art yet, so I had a placeholder.
She looks great.
She looks great, by the way. Yes.
I love like the kind of like sad inquisitiveness that like that look you get in her eyes. It's like, oh,
Micha, I have a boo-boo. Oh, motherfucker.
fuck.
Misha, I got cut a little.
This devil grin's dying.
And a minute awake.
I like all the little like dangly bits on her arms and stuff. Like
Yeah,
the
those are
little
great,
chains
too.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Little
a lot
jewelry.
of really nice little bits of detail here.
Lets you know she's got some class.
Well, remember, she is a noble.
I also like the fact that her plague mask has ears, but she also has ear holes in it.
Yes.
The mask just didn't quite form to her actual ears.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go to my happy place. Okay, I'm ready to deal with this shit.
Back to work.
So I just imagine like we all go into this rage mode and they're just standing there as we run off in random directions.
And Micha's just like,
What the fuck? Wanna go get high, Devil Grin? Yes.
yes.
Yes,
No, thank
I
you.
would.
Thank you
Sit there and wait.
They'll
Thank
be
you
back.
so much. Next up.
Yeah!
From
Punchy
Samuel.
princess.
Yep, from Samuel Flintrop. How I originally imagined Nedra on the left versus how I currently imagine her on the right.
I mean, that is very accurate to how we met her. It's just a fiery pit battling Wake in a
Hello.
gladiator arena.
Hello, friend. Would you like to commence the punching?
Oh, it's fight
Yes.
time!
That's my favorite. That's my favorite kind of tie, next to breathing.
Let's light this place on fire!
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Next up, another one of Micha. From Inkumame,
Ooh, yeah. That
some
was
art
great.
of my favorite angry cat mom, Micha Asmit. The doctor is in. I love, by the way, I love the little window that, it's like that stained glass stuff, like
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, from
Yep.
the jellyfish, by the way, which is fucking amazing.
He did an awesome one of Connor's character in The Ties That Bind, too, Wolfgang. It just looks fantastic. I actually used it as the thumbnail for today's episode.
I also like that the ink is where the jellyfish is coming from, which has so many
Yeah.
fucking mental implications, and I love it!
Yeah.
No, I love this. He has some, like, really great tattoo art style. He or she, I'm sorry. Inkumame could be anything.
I like the using the kind of a syringe. Almost looks like it's flipping you off. Also.
Yep.
Very appropriate. Awesome stuff, though. I love it.
Thank you so much. Next up, Ziga Exeron.
I like the concerned other one poking in from the side.
Well, if you remember what happens right after that, I shove it right into his throat.
Also,
Win.
also by Cesar Morales. Next one.
Aww.
Unfortunately, because of Spectrum Bungles.
Oh man,
We need to keep that on stock.
we should save that one after.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
We can hold on to that one.
Have that one to present whenever times call for it.
Hope the team could fix those tech troubles. That was not something we could fix. That was
out of our hands.
that was
Spectrum
so
just-
out of our hands.
Spectrum just being a shitty monopolistic cable company.
We have no idea what happened that caused the outage.
Tyler, you should have went black the moment Nick did that. Oh
They're cutting the signal.
no! Thank you so much. Next up,
Hey.
from
There's a man who's seen too much shit.
Yeah.
there's a man who's seen Ropers and lived to tell about it.
He looks like a Lemony Snicket character.
I was
I'm not
say
gonna lie. I was kind of in that mood when I was working on Morgan's design.
I was getting kind of a Commissioner Gordon from the face, just like this is let's get the bed.
Either that or you're about to haunt Ebenezer Scrooge.
Mad Monk Archive. Been doing digital drawing for a month now, but wanted to make some fan art since the beginning. I love when Brian was on, and I'm really enjoying seeing Live Studio Brian as a full member now.
Hell yeah.
Wake, buy the book.
I
Gotta
will-
do it by the book.
Look, I can't handle that. I can barely read.
Yeah.
I have gotten dumber since I have gotten back.
And last but not least, from Roast Grief.
What are you?
A mushroom sandwich.
Yeah!
You just look so sad.
What kind of
This
trips
is from
me
the
up?
this is from the cooking episode.
Yes.
What kind of trips me up is your sad eyes just look like a mustache.
So we have no idea where that fucking voice is coming
I
from.
know. That's what I'm
Where are
saying.
his eyes?
Great stuff. Is that the last one?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Well, that is awesome. Can't wait to get back to it next week where we can figure out the entire implication of everything we raged through. I'm sure there's quite a story to hear. And we'll see you guys next time at the table. Have a good one, everybody.
Hey, thanks for watching this week's episode of TFS at the Table. Be sure to follow the link below and use the offer code TFS to get 20% off and free shipping on your next Manscaped order.